All right, guys. All right, guys. I'm just grabbing my coffee, and we're gonna get things going. Sorry, we had a little bit of a mic error right there, but we'll get it fixed. All right, so I think we're good now. We had a little bit of a mic kerfuffle there, but I'm glad it happened at the start of the stream and not midway through where we kind of had a bunch of stuff just go and not end well. So yeah, hopefully everyone coming in this morning is doing all right. I had to get me some coffee because damn, it's still I mean, it's early for me doing this. So obviously, because I work overnight, so it's still about a couple hours after I got out of work. So yeah, we got some figures to go over this week, and due to my own mistake, I actually forgot to post one of the figures. So we're not getting every figure this week that I wanted to post. So yeah, we're one short. So I just had a little bit of an issue on Saturday, I think it was. Yes, Saturday. So Saturday's figure, we had a whole episode here on my entire block, pretty much, where we had no power, no internet for God knows how long. So all my plans for the day kind of went down the toilet. So videos went down the toilet, shorts went down the toilet. My makeup stream went down the toilet. So yeah, it was not the best time. Just responding real quick to somebody. But but yeah, hopefully you guys are doing all right this morning. Like I said, it was an all right morning for a change for me. So like I said, I got my coffee, already got my food, I'm ready to go. But yeah, we are live on YouTube. We are live on Twitch now. Like I said, it's been something, we'll say, doing this on two different platforms. It has definitely been a learning experience for sure, but we'll get there. We'll get there. So yeah, today we've got, again, as I said, we've got some. Hey, what's going on? Any leaks for any new figures today? I've been trying to be good. I've been trying to be good. All right, since my last haul. I failed. I failed. I was good, but I wasn't good. I do have a video, another haul video That's gonna go this week. I was just waiting for one of the figures that got delayed. I've got. I'm looking right now. One, two, three, four, five, six figures and a statue and some physical games. So I did get a little bit of a haul. Yeah, I did. I went and did what I wasn't supposed to, and I got some more figures. So yeah, I did. Unfortunately, I was having this discussion with the stuff that I bought. I got there are four Ichiban Kuji figures, two Sega Figurism figures, and then a video game statue collector edition. So yeah, that's gonna be going live tomorrow. So Wednesday we'll have the new another pile of loot video. Jeez. And then hopefully after that, where it's going to slow down. The piles of loot are going to slow down. The haul videos are going to slow down. They're going to kind of come down to a little bit of a crawl. Um, I can spoil some of it a little later. I'm not going to do it right now, but I'll show maybe one of the things I got because I'm probably going to be shooting one of the figures right away. So because I really, really want to get it open, and one of my friends really wants to see it as well. So I promised her I would open it because she's going to obviously use my referral link to buy herself one. So we'll do a one sneak peek at some figures that I got, but I can't show too many of them because then it'll spoil the whole entire video. Yeah, how you doing today, JT, man? You doing all right? Hopefully you guys are doing good today. Like I said, we got a couple topics to talk about. Just a couple of things throughout the week that we were talking about kind of during the game streams and things like that. Uh, Three things I want to touch on primarily are going to be um, the price hikes on the Steam Deck because everyone's always telling me about Steam and the Steam Deck, always throwing it in my face. So they are not immune to the price hikes that everyone else has been doing. But yeah, I don't know why our chat's so small over there. But yeah, we got chat still. All right, we're all right. And then we got a little movie, a little Star Wars movie came out, and ain't doing too good. Ain't doing too good. We'll talk about that. Talk about Mandalorian and Grogu not being able to save Star Wars. So yeah. Oh, let's see. What do you got? What do you got? Can I share my first scale figure that I got this year? Sure, if you want. What'd you get? What'd you get? I will. I'm always down to check out what you got. What you got? Let me know what you got. What'd you get? What'd you pick up today? See, all right, we can have a little sharing. We can have a little sharing. You guys can tell me if you guys got any new collectibles. Obviously, that's the fun of this, man. I'll even see if I can bring it up. We can share it out while obviously while people are rolling in this morning. But we got another delay for Fable. Good old Fable. The doesn't delay that we're gonna talk about. We'll talk about that a little bit today. About whatever other random nerdiness that pops up. Like right here, we got JT in here in the chat showing us his new statue. I'm going to right now. I'm gonna copy that, and we're gonna look it up real quick. I'm gonna look this up. We're gonna check out what JT just got because I want to see what we got. All right, let's take a look at it. If I can get this to search, I want to search it. So we got 1/7 scale. I'm gonna try to look it up right now, man. I'm gonna try to look it up right now. So we got 1/7 scale. I cannot find it for some reason, and that is weird. I'm trying to find it, and it's not letting me find it. Oh God, the F neck. Okay, so you got that's an expensive boy or girl. All right, let's see. We got it. We got it. We got it. We got it. I think it's this one. So are we gonna do? Let's see. Let's go to browser real quick. You talking about this one right here that you got? All right. So shout out JT. JT got himself a very, very, very nice, very expensive figure. So we got to shout him out. If you guys are sharing all your new hauls, dude, share it in the chat. I'll look up stuff. I'll share it out for you guys so we can show all your guys collectibles and stuff too. Makes things a lot more fun. Is this it right here, the one that you got? All right, all right, all right. It's actually pretty dope. And you're right, she's very, very expensive. The F necks are not cheap. I have a Rem over there still boxed up that I haven't opened, almost in the same style. She's in the kimono as well. So yeah, we got that. Man, props. That's expensive on Big Bad Toy Store. I know that 274 or 275. That's a damn. That's a good one. But yeah, I mean, I've got like the F necks, the Shibuya Scramble figures. Those are very, very expensive. So they take a little while to buy. It's the same reason like with the freeing bunnies and stuff like that, the big massive bunnies. I don't really get those anymore because they're getting too expensive now. But I mean, it is what it is. Obviously, I always tell people if you can afford it, buy it. I get asked that. Like I said, I'm making a clip right now of one of our streams that we had last week or the week before that, where I was discussing how people are always asking if I'm selling, where I sell from, if I sell on whatnot, if I sell on eBay, whatever. And I always have to like put people in their place, tell them like I don't sell. So I'm making a little making a little clip about that little rant from a couple of weeks ago because obviously people still think I'm selling, people still think I'm a reseller, and I'm not a reseller, man. I don't sell my collectibles and my figures. They are mine. They are for me. So get that public service announcement part of the show out of the way because I literally get DMs almost every week asking me where I sell stuff, and I don't. So, speaking of figures, again this week I did again screw up. Oh, I didn't screw up, but I had stuff go on here at the house, obviously, so we couldn't post anything. I had power out and internet was out for even longer. So my Saturday post just didn't happen. Damn! You saved me for 3 years? Ooh. My chair's over here creaking away like a damn. I feel like I gotta do something with this. Damn! Congratulations! You saved 3 years to get that one. Cheers, bro. Cheers. You got it. You know what though? If you gotta save up for a collectible, it does make it. I think it makes it a little bit more worth it, like mentally, because it's something that you like worked up for. So man, congratulations, man. It's a beautiful one. Like I said, somewhere buried underneath all those stacks of figures in the closet in this room, I've got it's a big FNX Rem, and she's got the kimono with the big umbrella. I cannot dig her out, I don't think, right now. But I do have some really cool big stuff across from me in that other closet. So I'll get to all the stuff eventually. I do have like 7 weeks of vacation left from work, so maybe I'll eventually get some better stuff or some more stuff. Yo, man, I'm not rich, dude. I told everyone I work in a grocery store. I am not rich, and I'm not even a high up person in the grocery store, dude. I work the overnights in a grocery store. I am not rich. The place I work for, dude, they keep us poor. All right. My new hires, my part-time people, make almost the same amount of money as I do. So yeah, I am far far from rich. I just I work systems a lot. I go and I do what old people do. I shop sales. I look for deals. I do. I'm always looking for deals. I'm always looking for extra ways to get money back. Incentive programs. like cashback stuff, anything like that. I'm always looking for stuff to do that. Any store that has a rewards program instantly has my support. My favorite shop that I go to in this greater region of New England up here is actually in another state. It's in Connecticut, where I don't live. I drive out there almost every week, if not every 2 weeks, to this place. I shout them out all the time. I did a short video on them. Unsettled Geeks, one of the best stores around in probably any distance, 2 hours in any direction from my house, and it is bar none one of the best shops. They got a rewards program. Every 100 points, you get a $5 reward. Which so every $100 you spend, or on double points days, whatever, you get a $5 reward. You can just build them up in your account. Like I think I'm at like 200 and something dollars in rewards on my account right now. Uh, and they sell everything at retail, which is fantastic. They do not upcharge like a lot of other stores do. They don't put the tariff fees or any of the other corny crap that anyone else does to try to scam more money out of their customers. They sell everything at retail price except for your valuable Funko Pops and obviously your cards and stuff like that. But yeah, it's any store that does that or has those kind of policies, dude. I sign me up. Like I will drive farther for that kind of business. And they are like goated. They come through. He comes through clutch for a lot of figures that I'm like, I couldn't get it. It sold out, and he's got it. So yeah, I just always tell people, dude, a lot of collectibles, they don't sell out as much as they used to. And if you can hold off, you can live past the FOMO with collectibles. I always tell people, unless it's something you need to get, it's not bad to hold off and just wait and look for a price drop, because most of the time these figures now in collectibles, they do go on sale, and there's nothing worse than if you get a collectible and you pay, say you get a prize figure and you pay, what do they charge now, like $32 for them now, and in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, you see that same figure on sale 50% off on Amazon. It sucks. It sucks. And you're just like, man, I wasted all that money. So trust me, I feel that a lot of the times. So you see these hauls that I do. A lot of times these hauls are still sitting in the box a year later, 2 years later. And I'll see those figures and statues for a fraction of what I paid. So it does good nowadays in the collector hobby to bide your time. I actually got into an argument in one of my statue groups. We'll do a little story time. A little story time. I got into a little discussion slash argument in one of my Kotobukiya posts, because, as you guys know, I mean, behind me there's tons of Kotobukiya Bishojo. I was always pre-ordering the Bishojos. I had them, importing them from Japan, paying the extra money, didn't care. I needed to get them when they came out. And then Kotobukiya started reprinting them, offering all these other things. Like, oh, guys, we're going to re-release this one. We're going to reissue Freddy and Jason with better bases and better quality. And it was just like, so you're punishing the people who bought it early and bought the older version, which was poor quality, and you're going to sell the newer version at the same price, but it's going to be, figures that can actually stand up on their bases. So I always tell people now, if you don't need it, again, I'm preaching to the choir, right? If you don't need it, hold off. Don't feel bad about holding off. But I need to practice what I preach too. I know. You see my haul videos. I do pre-order a lot of figures. I might even actually bring up my Big Bad Toy Store pre-order list and see what's left on it. But yeah, my pre-orders are like 60 or 70 deep for collectibles right now. So, but I've been good. I haven't really pre-ordered a lot of things lately at all. Especially from Big Bad Toy Store, because they're a place I always shout out, but their new pre-order policies I am not a fan of. I am not a fan of paying non-refundable deposits to pre-order an item. If you want to charge me a pre-order deposit, sure. So you guarantee you got some of that money in the beginning. But if you're making it non-refundable, I don't like that. I am not cool with that. So all the Ichiban Kuji figures, even like the $40 ones, the little $30 little things, all that stuff is now premium items, so they are non-refundable deposits. And it took an entire cart that I had of pre-orders and emptied the whole cart out, because I am not cool with companies taking your money and holding it, and they're not going to give it back to you. If I pre-order something and it comes out a year and a half from now, and I decide in that year and a half I don't want that thing anymore, I should be able to get a refund. And I call me crazy, but I should. If I pre-order something, then it just keeps getting delayed and delayed and delayed, I should be able to cancel it. I should be able to get my refund. And I don't like when companies pull the non-refundable deposit. Ever since my kerfuffle with Iron Studios, where I bought direct from them, I always started to buy direct from them. They took my $50 non-refundable deposit. They did not give me my statue. It sold out, and they just told me, "Oh well, oh well, you didn't take your pre-order," and that was all they did. They took my money, and when I said, "Hey, I'll fight you," they said, "Sue us. We're in Brazil. What are you gonna do? We're a Brazilian company. What are you gonna do?" So even if I went after their branch in California over $50, they're gonna laugh at me. So I have never bought another figure or collectible from Iron Studios directly again. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. So, as someone who sings the praises of Big Bad Toy Store all the time, it's something that I don't like that they're doing now. And I actually started ordering, sadly, from a place I never order from. I started ordering from Entertainment Earth. I've had really very little experience with them, but they had all the figures I wanted to order, and they had no pre-order deposits. They had no non-refundable deposits, and I went, you know what? You just got my business. So yeah, little rant. Start the show. Let's go ahead. Speaking of figures, just after that little rant, let's go ahead and talk about some figures. So this week I did again have one figure short. Normally I post 5 shorts, reels, photo galleries, whatever you want to call it, depending on what social media platform you're on and you're viewing it on. It's a different thing. It's a TikTok, it's a YouTube short, it's a Instagram reel, it's a Facebook, whatever the hell they call them, reels, I guess, too now, or it's photo galleries over on Twitter or on Facebook. So yeah, I normally just post them a couple times a week. And yeah, this week I was one short, so we only have 4 pieces to go over. That's why I did the intro a little bit longer, give us a little bit more time to talk about pieces. So let's get into the figures. Let's get into the figures this week. We had Miku Monday came back because 2 weeks of My Hero, we brought Miku back because she needed to come back. And we went pretty good with this adorable, I call it the Travel Miku. It's the Autumn Miku. And I know it's not autumn, but it was during the holiday season. It was Memorial Day weekend. So I figured this is a time people are going out, they're traveling, whatever. I know she's not dressed for it properly. She's in a little hoodie. It's not very summery, but it has the travel vibe. So I just grabbed her and went, you know what? She half fits the holiday weekend. So we'll bring out Miku for the travel aspect of a holiday weekend. Obviously, that's the travel weekend here in the US, right? But I really love this piece. And it is one of those pieces that actually has an insane lean to it. But because of the way they have her luggage leaning into the base, it balances her out perfectly. Now, if you remove that, if you remove that luggage out, you better be holding on to Miku because she's not gonna make it. But if you have her balanced and you have the luggage in place, it stays perfectly. You remove that luggage though, and she's just gonna go, and that ankle's gonna snap off. So, fair warning for you guys: if you do get it, make sure you have everything kind of secured in place. But she is an absolutely beautiful piece. I love all the little details. I know it has a plain base, but at least they tried. They put a little bit of decorations on it, what have you. And she doesn't, the base doesn't overshoot the figures too much. So it doesn't take up too much more real estate than the actual figure itself. So when that's the case, I don't really mind it as much. It's when the base expands way past beyond the figure that I really start to get annoyed. So with this one, I do like the fit. It's super cute. She's got like the really super long little tights on. She's got the little skirt, the double edged skirt. She's got the little short kind of cropped hoodie. It's got almost like a. It does have the autumn feel to it. It's got all the leaves kind of on it. Her little suitcase or a real roller bag. All of it looks really good. The details on her are very well done. And I appreciate they got her rocking a little hat. Because we don't see Miku with a lot of headgear a lot of time. We'll see her with cat ears. We'll see her with bunny ears. We'll see her with like a little headband or her headphones. But I'm looking around at all mine, and it's like, other than maybe like a Santa hat, Miku doesn't really rock out with a lot of hats, a lot of headwear. I think I see. I'm looking around. Maybe one other one, the Puss in Boots Miku there with the little cowboy or little Puss in Boots hat on. But other than that, like she isn't really like a hat kind of girl. So I love having that. She's just wearing just a normal ball cap, whatever, and it looks cute. It looks great on her. I think it's a really cool figure. So, and again, I'm a sucker for it. The translucent PVC at the edge of the hair. I'm a sucker for the translucent hair. I don't know. It is the simplest thing to make me happy. When I see the translucent pieces of hair, it's simple, but it's effective with me. I love it. I am such a sucker for it, especially with Miku figures in particular. Miku figures, I feel like they need that kind of translucent tips to all the hair. I don't know why. It's just something that when I get one, I'm just like, okay, yup. But when I get like a regular Miku and I'm like, oh, she doesn't have the fancy hair. I don't know. I don't know. It's weird. I know, but it's one of my things, and it's a thing I'm a sucker for. So hey, judge all you guys want. But that was our Miku Monday. So I didn't do a Twin Tuesday because I'm gonna be honest. Twin Tuesdays, ReZero has kind of slowed down a little bit for me. And I'll tell you why. Because honestly, there have not really been a lot of newer ReZero figures that have come out that I've been like chomping at the bit to get, especially prize figure ones. There are very few that I have left right now. I think there's maybe like 7 that I have never shown on the channel before out of all my ReZero like prize figures, other than the newer stuff that I've gotten in my hauls. So I'm not really. I kind of slow down on the ReZero a little bit, and I bring it back here and there. So Rem, Rom, Amelia, Echidna, Betty, they'll return. They'll return, but they're gonna return a little bit more sporadically. I've been kind of swapping Tuesdays and Thursdays and Saturdays, kind of making them interchangeable. So, you know, they will return though. We'll get Rem. Rem is still best girl. But we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do a little bit of we're gonna switch from anime. We're gonna switch over to some video game stuff. And all just warning already, yes, I know the face on this one is kind of nightmare fuel. I know is not the best face on this. But The rest of the piece is really damn good. So, for Waifu Wednesday, we went to The Witcher. And we went, of course, with Ciri from The Witcher 3 in the Dark Horse Collectibles series. And this is a series I show occasionally on the channel that I like for the budget price, but I hate for the disgustingly obnoxious, large, hollow, annoying bases that they put these things on. All right. Most of the time on these pieces, that is my biggest issue. Yennefer's one, I have other issues with as well. She looks a little wonky in the face too. But I try to kind of glaze by it fast in this video, but I have it slowed down a little bit. Ciri's face, and somebody noticed it and commented on my YouTube short here. It's a little wonky, guys. See, from the side, it looks all right. From the side profile, it looks good. But when we get kind of in there, there's a little something wonky with the eyes, right? And so it's not the best quality, right? At least not in this area, right? They didn't really do Ciri justice. From far away, it looks pretty good. When you get up in there, though, and you see the details and the kind of little paint defects and kind of the way they just did the eyes like lopsided, yeah, I wish I avoided zooming in too far on her, but I gotta show the details when I do these figures. I try to zoom in as much as possible so you guys can see all the little details. So if there is something that's a little janky on it, you're gonna see it. And you know, I also feel like if I'm highlighting these pieces and somebody buys it because I'm showing it or I'm highlighting it, and I don't show all the details well enough, and then someone gets that figure off of me highlighting it and goes, "Man, this thing's kind of busted." I'm gonna feel like it. I'm gonna feel like a dick. So that's why I always make sure that I kind of show all the little details. Hey, what's going on, Neon Splash Kitty? It's a dope name. I like it. I like it. How's everything going today? So yeah, Ciri over here. I don't know. I said this Dark Horse series is something I have a love-hate with, and I recommend them because they are budget-friendly Witcher series pieces. Other than going to expensive things like the big, huge, sideshow collectibles, $500-$600 statues. Uh, Mochi, what are you? Change your name? Man, I bet a couple people in here that changed their names. You're all trying to fool me, man. You're all trying to fool me nowadays. Take this moment to take a sip real quick. All right. Um, so that's it for Waifu Wednesday, guys. I I don't really know what to make of this one. And again, the janky face is really the only thing that is a problem here. And like I said, if you look at it from the right angles, the face, it works. But when you get head on with that face, it's not that good. It's not that good. Oh, nice. Oh, you're getting fancy. See, mine's I was cheap today. I got a Tim Hortons K-Cup pod. Oh, wait, actually, no, it was Tim Hortons ground coffee that I put into a K-Cup. I go cheap. I go cheap. All right. So that was our waifu this week. Did they do a great job with all the details? Absolutely. Did they do a good job with the face? No. Do I recommend it? Like I said, if you want budget friendly Witcher stuff, it's kind of your only option. So take that how you want, right? Yeah, yeah, I guess it's a little bit more fancy than a K cup. Well, I have like the disposable cups because I don't really like using the pods a lot. I like to just put my own grounds into the pod and just brew it up single cup. I know I should just, with the way I drink coffee, I should just brew a whole pot. But yeah, whatever. It is what it is. It, it smells amazing. It tastes all right. Whatever. We do what we do. Yeah, I got to do a little something, but hopefully you're doing good over there, Neon Splash Kitty. That's a good name. I like that. It's a good name. We get some pretty clever names in here now, so I try to remember everybody. You know, I know we got Ant in here, we got JT in here. Usually we got Loud Boys. Oh, Loud Boy's missing today. I don't know. He's MIA. He might be sleeping in. So before I get into the last two pieces, just reminder, you guys, I am going to try today. I'm going to try. I'm going to see if it works. To do a second stream later on today. At we're gonna go. I miscalculated the time. I thought it was at 6 p.m., but it's actually at 5 p.m. So we're gonna try to go online and do the Sony State of Play live reactions today for 5 p.m. So I'm gonna try to go live around 4:30, kind of get people logging in, get people chatting, maybe make some predictions with everybody, and then we'll just try to step into the State of Play and see if I can get it going, see if we can do this. So that's gonna kind of be what's gonna happen later on today. It was for a National Geographic game that I played 50. Wow. I don't even think I ever played National Geographic games. I think maybe on the PC, like way back. I think in the box of PC games that I got from my parents' house, there are National Geographic games. Holy crap. I think they're like old like CD disc based games. I got a whole like tote of like PC games from my parents' house. So um let's see. All right. So now that you guys get the little announcement there, obviously, like I said, we're gonna try to do another stream, Sony State of Play, 4:30 Eastern time, obviously. Fingers crossed I can get it to work. We'll see. But back to the figures. Let's go. The last two. The last two. We got some boys. We brought some boys out. So we went back to Reincarnated Slime for that time. I got Reincarnated Thursday, obviously with my boy, the Blue Ninja, Soe, and this is one of the Bandai Premium prize figures. It's basically just a fancy version of a Banpresto prize figure. Same price point. They're not any more expensive than a standard Banpresto figure, but they are leaps and bounds nicer than your standard Otherworlder series Banpresto prize figures. So I always tell people if you're looking for a cool Soe figure, go for this one because he doesn't have an obnoxious black base. He has a little foot stand, and as you can see in my video here, he doesn't even need it. He stands up perfectly on his own, but he does have one of those little plastic foot blocks that you can stabilize him with and lock onto his foot. But the details on this one, especially in here, unlike Siri, in here, in the face, his face came out, perfect. He's got like the mysterious kind of look in his eyes. The hair just got the little emo hair going down in his face. The horns popping up, and it's not all bent and janky. This thing had great care in its sculpting, and especially when you put it up next to the Otherworlder series, just the regular Ben Presto prize figure that's really small. I have that one too, and standing these two next to each other is such a difference, and it just makes this one look even better. So I've covered this set a lot. It's not a very big set of figures. You've got, and it's weird. It's all the boys. All the boys got it. We got, except for Rimuru, we got Soe, we got Diablo, and we got Benimaru, and we got Hero. So those were the four that were in this set. And, it was definitely a unique choice. Definitely a choice I'm not opposed to, because we need some of the other people in the series with some badass figures. And again, for a very cheap entry level prize figure price point, this one's phenomenal. I love it. All the details, the folds and the clothes. Even his swords, they're not kind of sloppily made. They're actually sculpted pretty freaking well. Even the hilts and the handles, they're done pretty good, and they just slide into the grooves in his hands there, so they stay pretty good. The only parts to assemble on this one are the head pops in. Obviously, it comes in its own little kind of protective bubble. The swords, and then his scabbards on the back, so those plug in too. Other than that, it's all one solid piece, one and done. It's a absolutely great Soe piece. Again, for a very low budget. When this came out, again, all our prices have gone up, but when this came out, he was about a $25 figure. Now I think you're probably looking in the realm of 30, unless you get it on sale. Let's see. Um, let's see if I can find him. So the other Worlder Plus series, he actually is still for $26. Not bad, not bad. So you can still pick this one up for about $26. So it is still available, actually. So that's good. Where the other Worlder series one you can get for about $10. So if you want a really cheap Soe, you can go for the other Worlder series one. It's okay, but it's not as nice as this one. So if you're looking for a very cool, obviously $26, pretty good price, budget friendly Soe, definitely check out the Bandai Premium Soe. And take a sip before we get on to our last piece, because our last piece is a big piece. And we're going to talk about it for a couple minutes because he's a big one. So, X-Men 97 is a huge hit, right? I watched the first season. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. Pretty good, I'm not going to lie. I love the X-Men animated series cartoon. One of my favorites of all time. And Iron Studios, much as I talk bad about their pre-order policies and stuff like that, put out some amazing pieces. So for Figure Friday, it ended up being the last piece of the week, but damn, it was a good piece. So for Figure Friday, we went to the X-Men, to the big boy himself, the Iron Studios 1/10 scale Sentinel Battle Diorama Series Apocalypse. And I know that name is a mouthful. So it's called the X-Men Apocalypse X-Men BDS series, right? Battle Diorama series. And what can I even say about this? It's like, it is such a phenomenal piece. And it's the biggest, I think maybe the biggest or the second biggest one in my Sentinel Diorama series. I don't have all of them. I have damn near all of them. But there are a few that I ended up not getting due to pre-order mix-ups and things like that. But this Apocalypse was so impressive. I did an unboxing and review for him on the channel, as I did with a lot of Iron Studios, with dozens of them. And this thing is so impressive. The sheer scale and the weight to this thing, every little detail you see in this, and obviously in a short little 1 minute YouTube short, TikTok, Instagram reel, it doesn't have enough time to capture how freaking incredible this statue is. And yes, statue. It is not a figure. This is a polystone statue. There's no PVC, no plastic involved. It's heavy. It's got magnets in it. It's a big, chunky boy. So that's why people ask, well, why do you call it a statue to figure? This one's a statue. 100%. There's no figure about this one. But this thing was the deluxe edition. So as you can see, he got the big arm with the drill ripping apart a Sentinel. Well, that's actually the deluxe edition. The standard version, he has like a regular arm and he has a cannon arm. So I do have all those arm swap outs as well. But I think he looks so much more aggressive, just shredding something to pieces. It's so freaking awesome. And as you can see here, just from the little bit I did across the base here, the amount of detail on these 1/10 pieces is so astonishing. You see like dirt and debris and scratches all over the pieces. And I have people when I highlight these ask me if they're really dusty. And yes, they are really dusty usually before I video them, okay? Because stuff does collect dust. But I dust them before I shoot the videos. This is actually just got like they've got dirt effects and wear effects and scratches and everything on them. And it just makes everything look gritty and like they are in the midst of a battle. You see everything, the soles of the shoes, if their feet are up, are all dirty. All around the boots and the tops of your boots, whatever's touching the ground has like dirt, as you can see with his feet right there. Everything's got the dirt kind of all over it, like there's actually been some wear and tear. He's got the scratches going across his shoulder pads here, his pauldrons, and you can see like the scratches and everything. All the details going around the broken Sentinel pieces on the base, the actual piece that's being shredded apart, the wires, every nut and bolt and screw on these things, everything is meticulously detailed. It is such a banger of a piece. And when I say it's a big boy, he really is a big boy. I think it weighs 20 pounds. I think he weighs around 20 pounds. He is a big, chunky boy. I'm trying to remember. Because there were two. Trying to think of how big he was. He was... Because there was a second one that's even bigger. That was part of the Days of Future Past one, I think, or Age of Apocalypse. It was Age of Apocalypse one. Now, this thing is... I'm trying to see. I think he was about 20 pounds. And he ran around $350, right? So for that size of a piece, dude, that's pretty freaking awesome, you know? So I think he was, okay, so he's 15 pounds. So still a pretty chunky boy for a 1/10 piece, right? Definitely a beautiful piece. And again, he is in my X-Men display. I've shown it before. It's a mess right now. We're not going to show it again today. But he's on one end of my X-Men shelf. And I've got him facing off against Rogue and Gambit, Colossus, and Magic. They're all kind of surrounding him, right? Hey, what's going on, loud boy? Man, I was just saying, man, I haven't seen you in the chat there, and you appeared. You appeared like Joe Hendry. I don't know if you get the reference, but WWE reference. I just mentioned you before I talked about this statue, man, and you appeared. It's like magic. But yeah, I actually have Cyclops in there fighting him too in the display. So in his corner, it's Apocalypse, Rogue, Magic, Gambit, Cyclops and Jean, and Colossus throwing something. And then the next corner is Sabretooth and Omega Red against Wolverine and X-23. And then I've got Magneto and Pyro going up against Havoc, Psylocke, Emma Frost, Iceman, and Professor X kind of in another corner doing his thing. And then I've got the Juggernaut going up with like Nightcrawler and Bishop and Forge and all these other guys. So it's a really really cool thing to kind of set up your own little battle sequences, right? And again, I don't have all the pieces, and all my pieces are not on the one shelf because there are too many. Like there's Deadpool, Mojo, Mr. Sinister, Quicksilver, Lady Deathstrike, all these pieces that are not in the big display. So again, I've got to space it out a little bit more so I can get the thing. But man, this line is one of those lines that I tell people it definitely got me collecting Iron Studios pieces, right? Because I am a sucker for X-Men 97, you know, the classic X-Men cartoon. And even I like again, I like the continuation. It was pretty good. Um when I saw these, just having the classic 90s designs sold me, and the statues do everything justice. The only things I never got to were the giant sentinels. So in this set, there are 3 foot, well, 2 of them are 2.5 to 3 feet tall, and the other one's only like a foot and a half because it's a half a sentinel. But they have these massive sentinels that you can do in this display. And these are all supposed to be proxy pieces to put around the Sentinels. When I started this, I didn't have room for the massive Sentinels. I did have one pre-ordered from a local shop that I never went back to again after he screwed up my pre-order. He told me he didn't get it, gave me back my deposit, and then 2 months later, I went into the shop. I saw it opened on display in his shop, selling for 3 times the retail price at almost $4,000. Needless to say, I stopped going back to that comic shop. I canceled all my books. I canceled all my orders. Well, I just didn't pick up any of my orders, and I just stopped going there because that's bad business, you know. Oh hell yeah, Loud Boys! This Iron Studios again. They have almost tripled their prices of their pieces in the past couple of years. So I stopped really buying them. But the amount of detail in these things is so awesome. This was only $300 when he came out for a 15 pound, almost 20 pound piece with 3 interchangeable arms. Right, so you had this arm ripping the Sentinel piece out. You had uh, a regular arm, and then you had a cannon arm that was like a big cannon. With that many swap outs and the size of this, let me. All right, I'm gonna pray to everything that is holy, everything up there, that I don't drop it. But I'm gonna show you how big this thing is. Let me get it. Let me get it. See if this. I'm a little scared. Yeah, the store owner. I stopped going there after that. So let me see if I can bring Apocalypse over here. I'll show you how big this thing is. He a big boy. The video doesn't do it justice. All right, let me try this. Oh my god, he's heavy. He's a chunky boy. He is a chunky boy. So if you see how big Apocalypse is, he stands pretty freaking tall, guys. This is a big, big piece. It literally is hard to take videos of because he's so freaking massive, right? This thing is huge. I mean, for a 1/10 scale piece, this thing is got some freaking heft to it. I mean, it's only 15 pounds, but I mean, only 15 pounds for a figure collectible. That's a lot of weight, right? I'm gonna put them back before I drop them. And like for reference here, you can see, I mean, this is the Rogue in that set. Rogue is very tiny, very dainty. She's very demure, right? But she's also in the destroyed Sentinel base kind of thing, right? It's a hand, right? It's part of a hand. I've highlighted her on the channel before. She gets flagged by YouTube for adult content. TikTok is adult content. But she's kind of making a punch in the air. She looks freaking awesome too. This thing is, again, Iron Studios does such a fantastic job, but they also did a great job with scaling because you see how big Apocalypse was. Rogue ain't supposed to be the same size as Apocalypse, so they kept it very, very, very accurate scale wise. And man, Juggernaut's the same way. He's a big boy. So I always tell people if you can get I always tell Iron people if you can get Iron Studios pieces for a good price. I I know I've had bad experience with Iron Studios buying directly, but if you can get them for a good price, oh my God, you are gonna get some phenomenal pieces. So again, if you guys are interested in looking at a lot of these and a lot of the other proxy pieces, check out on the channel. I have a whole playlist of Iron Studios stuff. I have done a ton of Iron Studios pieces. Again, we've done Gambit, Cyclops, Psylocke, Sauron, Magneto, Juggernaut, Cable, Magic, the Sabretooth, Wolverine, Logan, the plainclothes version, Colossus, Gambit, Cable, Forge, Sinister, Deadpool. I mean, there's a huge list, and they're all there, and they are so nice. See, I'm not even a Marvel guy anymore. Like that's the thing is modern Marvel has ruined it for me. But going back to like this is like my childhood, right? Like going back to like 90s X-Men cartoon and the way they captured these, they didn't give them the modern design. They went to the old school, like the Jim Lee kind of, X-Men reboot, the 90s kind of reboot looks. And everyone's in their classic costumes. I absolutely love the series. And again, there are a couple proxy pieces I still haven't gotten. I'm still trying to hunt them down. I need to get Beast. I did get him, but he came and he arrived broken. I need to get Beast. I need to get Archangel. Another one that someone tried to sell me and it was broken. So I refused to buy it. They said, oh, his wing broke when I was packing him. And I said, I'm good. Um, Silver Samurai I need to get still. And that might be. And Mystique. Mystique was one of the first ones they put out. And it was before they announced that there was a whole series coming. So it was like a random Mystique piece, and I never bought it. And there was a random Professor X that came out, and I did get that. And that one's very, very valuable now. But I think other than that, those might be the only X-Men Sentinel display pieces that I don't have, which again, it's Angel, Beast. My chair's creaking a lot again. Angel, Beast, Silver Samurai, and again, and Mystique, and there might be a fifth one. I think there's still a fifth one. But is it windy in my area? I don't know. I haven't gone outside. It wasn't windy when I came home from work this morning, so if that's anything, I don't know. Does she? I have not yet unboxed her. She's still sitting over there in my hall. I'm waiting for my BuyCute Dark Marine to show up first, and I'm gonna do a prize figure face off, dark and light against each other. So I'm still waiting. My BuyCute Dark got delayed. She was coming from Japan, and she got delayed. So yeah, kind of sucks. But I mean, I'm just gonna keep him up there while we're chatting. You know what? Firestar would have been really cool. We haven't gotten a Firestar. We do have Iceman though. I think, let me see. I think my girl actually posted her. I think my girl Ochi posted her. Let me see. I can show you guys. I can show you. I'll go over to her profile real quick. And I'll show you. One of my girls is a Marine obsessive, and she has every Marine. Let me see. You want to see the picture? You want to see her face? It looks really, really good. The ByQ Dark, I'm not too sure about, but let me see. She posts so many Maureen. Oh my god, and it's just all pastel colors. I'm gonna go blind right now. If you're watching this after, no hate, no hate, no hate. It's just colors are very blinding. But no, shout out. She's it's one of my fellow collectors, and she is awesome. I am not finding. She posts so many Maureen that I can't even find it. I'm gonna keep looking while we're talking. I will find it. I will find it. She posts, like I said. Oh my goodness, her Maureen collection is insane. Like I'm jealous of it. So there's some collectors that I'm friends with that I'm just like, man, I could never collect. I could never do it. I could never get all that. But there's a lot of Miku collectors. Oh, really? See, I like the okay, so you've opened the ByQ Dark. See, I haven't gotten her yet. Oh, I need it. I need it. I need it. I need to get it. Mine keeps getting delayed though. I've had it delayed like 4 times. So I'm just trying to just buy it from someone else. I'm trying to just import another one from Japan or see if anyone stateside actually has it. I have not yet opened any of the ByQ Pure or the ByQ Darks myself. I have a whole bunch. You guys obviously have seen my haul videos. I've gotten a lot of them, but I need to find the time to open them. I did just buy 3 new shelves, so I can actually put stuff in, you know, displays. But yeah, I've got way too many collectibles and not enough time to shoot them all. So I see ByQ Dark. I actually maybe she didn't open ByQ Pure. Damn. All right, I saw ByQ Dark, but not ByQ Pure. So, anyways, that's it for all the figures. All right, I know. We kind of got into chit chatting. We got into some talking. That's what we do this for, right? We got at the end, obviously, of this segment, I give my favorite high end piece, my favorite low end piece. Well, this week again, we had a Miku, the traveling Miku. Okay, we had the kind of busted face Siri. We had the boy, our pretty boy ninja Soe. Definitely did a job with the pretty boy face. They killed it. And then of course we had our incredible Apocalypse, right, from the X-Men. So my pick for the higher end stuff is good. You know it's gonna be this guy right here. Apocalypse is taking the win for my higher end piece of the week. It's taking my win for the whole piece of the week. I don't even care. This is it. This is the boy. This is it. But as far as the lower end stuff, as much as I'm a Miku stan, I love my Miku. I actually, the boys are sweeping it this week, I think. I gotta give it to Soe. Because, again, for the price of this, $25, he is incredible quality, especially when sizing him up against the other sets of prize figures. Right? Especially the other Worlder ones. Ain't that great. And it's definitely not as worth the money as this one is. So, Soe and Apocalypse. I think it's a first on the channel that the boys are winning. Usually I'm always picking the waifus. So Soe and Apocalypse are taking it for me, guys. I don't know if you guys thought Miku or Siri deserved to win, but I don't think I don't think anyone's rooting for Siri with the wonky face. So yeah, serious face. Unfortunately, Dark Horse again. They are budget friendly collectibles, but they get a little janky, especially like Siri with the little wonky eyes. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if I continue on with that set. I think I did the base 4, and I stopped after that because the bases were so huge and obnoxious. But um, I missed that. Sorry. Loud Boy said, "What's my plan to get on Prime Day? Prime Day is happening. I don't have Amazon Prime, so I don't really even know. Um, I wasn't even looking. I had Prime and then I canceled it because they pissed me off. I had Prime and I ordered my daughter a bed and they delayed it by like a week. So I had the mattress here, I had everything else, and I'm like, "Yo, where's my bed? Where's my kid's bed?" They're like, "Well, we sent the mattress." I'm like, "Yeah, you sent the mattress, but you didn't send the freaking bed." So they gave me a credit, and they took my credit away when I ordered something, and it was the wrong item, and I returned it. I was like, "Well, where's my credit back?" "Well, it's a one-time use thing." I'm like, I didn't use it on anything. So I canceled my Amazon Prime. So yeah, I'm. If there's anything cool for Prime Day, maybe I'll jump back on it for a trial or something just to get some cool stuff. But I don't know. I did just order another Midas of Darling figure off Amazon. It was only like $12 for Juju. It was the China dress Juju that goes with the Marin that I got in the no, it was 2 hauls ago. I still haven't opened yet. So yeah, I got that, but I know JT was asking for a preview of another haul. And like I said, after last week's Big Bad Toy Store Pile of Loot haul, that big haul I had, I'm slowing down a little bit. But I told him I could show a little something from the next mini haul video I got. Um, let's see. I got 2 prize figures and 4 Ichiban Kuji figures. Let's see. I don't know what I should show. I got one really big piece, and it will probably spoil the central part of the video if I show that one. So I probably won't. But you know what? I'm going to give a sneak preview of the figure that I'm going to unbox first out of this because I'm super excited about this. I'm going to give a preview of that one. And this one, I'm going to shoot the unboxing this week, and it's going to go up next week. I'm going to wait a week. So give me 1 minute. I'm going to grab it. It's right across the room. Here's your preview for the next haul video. All right. So here is something that is spoiler for the next haul video because damn it, you guys know I love Persona. I love Persona. I got the Ichiban Show Joker Persona 5 Royal. Ah, dude, you came back for it. Oh my god, how did you know I was going to do it right now? Here's your peek. Here's your preview. Spoiler for the new video this week, the new haul video. This looks like it's going to be sick, boy. This looks like it's going to be so sick. It's got a stylish little base. Like, this looks like it's going to be. Ooh, I'm excited for this one. And I know my girl that I mentioned, my girl Mochi, she's looking forward to me opening this too. This is per her request. I got to unbox this first. So I'm shooting this because she wants to see it. So again, if you guys have certain things in these haul videos that you want me to do first, you guys let me know, and I will prioritize requests from you guys to unbox first. So always make sure you guys, if you're watching my haul videos, let me know if there's stuff you want me to do first, because I always take what people want me to do first, and this one got requested. You want to see Joker's bum? Actually, yeah, you can see it. You do get to see it in the statue, I guess. Yeah, so I guess we will see it. You will get to see it. So yeah, there's your preview of the next haul video. Again, I already have it filmed. One of the figures was delayed, so I had to wait. I just got her. So it's another Maureen figure. There's your second. That's it. That's it for peeks. That's it. That's it for previews. That's it for spoilers. That's the figure that was delayed was a Maureen Kitagawa. Um, so I have to film her part of the video of the haul video of ripping that box open. So, and then that should be going live tomorrow, actually. So another haul video tomorrow, and then there will not be any more haul videos for a little while. Done. Stopping my haul videos because I'm not getting any more shipments for a while. I hope. Jesus Christ, I hope not. Uh, uh, see, Persona 5, I love Persona 5, but it's also not my favorite Persona game. It is probably maybe my third favorite Persona game. So, you know, the only problem is the earlier Persona games figures were very expensive to get. So I never really got a lot of them. The Persona 3 ones, a lot of them were made by Kotobukiya. And back when they came out, they were very affordable. And unfortunately, back when they came out, I didn't have the space I have now. So I could not buy them. I didn't have enough room. And I just always kind of waited. I was a Kotobukiya Bishojo guy, obviously. So if it wasn't pretty girl pieces, I wasn't really buying them. But no, Persona is one of my series I always tout as pound for pound, entry for entry, one of the best JRPG series, ongoing JRPG series. And it goes not only JRPG, but it also had one of the best 2D fighting games with the Persona the two Persona games that we had where they crossed over the stories from 3 and 4. And we got to see the glow up from the Persona 3 cast as they were in their college years. And it was just awesome to see you evolve the story a little bit. So that was really cool. We had the Persona Arena games. And then they even made incredible rhythm games too. With the Dancing in the Starlight, Dancing in the Moonlight, Dancing All Night, the 3, 4, and 5 dancing games, rhythm games. So freaking good. Persona games have some of the best music. I do not care. I do not care. It's a hot take. People get pissed at me every time I say it. But the Persona games have better music than the Final Fantasy games. I will die on that hill. I think they have better music. And they have everything from the mood music to music you could just bump in a club or in a car or with your friends and they would never know it was video game music. So I always say Persona games are amazing. Sorry, my chat wasn't updating, so I just had to refresh my chat. Wasn't seeing your guys' chat there. Sorry. Now I see your guys' chat. Okay. Yes, Lotus Juice does a lot of concerts, stuff like that in Japan. I mean, he's not the composer. He does a lot of the singing on like the rapping and stuff on the newer games, stuff like that. Well, 3, 4, and 5. So yes, they're the Persona Live concerts. They do those a lot. I think they do them yearly. I think it's like a yearly thing. So yeah, they definitely do that quite often. It's pretty awesome. And I'm jealous for obviously people in Japan that can go in and see all that stuff. Sorry, hold on. We're having a chat widget error here. Do I have the Makoto Phantom Feats? The Phantom Feats joint? No, I don't have that one actually. Give me a second, guys. My chat window's not working. Chat window's not working. It's making me frustrated. So I'm losing chat. Sorry if the chat's not refreshing up on the screen over here, but chat is still going. I have to look at it now on my phone. So sorry, guys. Hopefully it reconnects. But we're not having a problem with connectivity issues. So I don't know what's going on. I was just praising Meld Studio, and now today this happens. Um, yeah, the one riding Joanna, like the one where she's on the motorcycle. Yeah, I don't have that one. Dude, she was way too expensive back when it came out. I can't afford it now. That's for damn sure. But yeah, the Persona soundtracks are always absolutely incredible. They are one of my things. Did I go to the Persona concert in Japan? No. Would I? Hell yeah. I've never been to Japan. I that's a place I still need to go. That is my holy land. I need to go there and I need to visit it. And I was supposed to go last week, and I didn't. I didn't get my ticket in time. I didn't book my ticket in time. I was gonna go last week. Last week I should have been in Japan. And I didn't. One of the YouTubers I follow, one of the naughty YouTubers I follow, that the hate tubers that everyone gets mad about. Um, I follow Nerdrotic. I follow him. People can say what they want about the guy. He's honest. He cares about nerd stuff. I feel like I'm the same way. I will call out stupid crap all the time. But he was doing a group trip to Japan with like members and stuff like that from the community. And dude, I was supposed to go. I just didn't think it was going to sell out, and it sold out very quickly. And they actually doubled the amount of people that they could have go on the trip. It was supposed to be like 40, and it went to 80. And they still sold out the trip. That was going to be like a guided tour of Japan. You were going to have translators. You're going to go on all these guided tour things. And I was like, I really need to do this. I really need to do it. And with the freaking storm damage in my house, with the roof leaking or the ceiling leaking, and all the destruction I had at my house, I just couldn't do it. And I couldn't make the funds work to drop like $3,500 on the trip and then book a flight. I couldn't make it happen, and I was so sad because I was like, it was going to be my birthday present to myself to finally go to Japan. And I was this close, and then it just fell right through my fingers. And when tax returns finally came, and I was like, I had some more money, they were sold out. So you're going to Japan this year? Damn. How lucky are you? My Well, wait a minute. Hold on a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Neon Splash Kitty. Wait a minute. What's your other name? Because you say this is another name. Hold on a minute. Wait a minute. All right. Is that? Hold on. What's your other name? You said you had another name, right? Neon Splash Kitty. Okay. Yeah. Wait a minute. Oh my god. I am so shot right now. I didn't even realize it was you. I literally was bringing you up to you. Oh my god, I feel like such a dumbass. I'm like, yeah, my girl's got this edge, and I'm like, oh yeah, wait, oh my god, I was talking to you about you. Oh man, yeah, so yeah, you don't have the BiQ Pure Marine, yeah, yeah. That's the problem is I have I have three mochis, right, that I'm friends with, like, that have screen names with mochi in them. And when you just said mochi, I'm like, okay, yeah, it's okay, yeah. It's one of the other ones, right? Yeah. All right. I'm a dumbass. I was literally just talking to you, bringing up your channel to you. Oh man, so good. Yes. Okay. All right. Yep. Oh man, yeah, that's great. Oh, I feel awesome now. All right, I had my boomer ass moment. I can't go a stream without having a boomer moment. Apparently, I did. Yes, Mochi is going. Yes, Neon Splash Kitty. I like that name. That's a dope name. I like Neon Splash Kitty. Mochi always works too. But yeah, I like this name. It's dope. Yeah, that's right. She is going to Japan now. Now that I know it's Yu, yeah. Oh man, yeah, I know you're going to Japan. That's so funny because I was looking through your Insta for the Marine. I'm like, I don't know if she did review that, but she did show it. Oh man, I'm looking through it going, I wonder if she did. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's oh, okay. Yep. Wow. Anyways, so that means I have a Marine that you don't have? Holy crap. My brain just melted. If I actually have a Marine that you don't have, wow. That's amazing. Um, yeah, so you know all the yeah, I forgot. I thought for some reason you ended up getting it, but yeah. Maybe we're talking about it and you asked me. So yeah, well, yeah, then duh. You are the reason why I'm doing this unboxing. I was literally talking about you to you. That's the best part. Oh my god. Oh man. Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, so yeah, you'll get that unboxing, but don't worry, I'll send you the previews of it after I shoot it. Yeah. I'm actually filming it tomorrow, so when I film it tomorrow, you'll get your preview. But yeah, so you know to buy it or not. Oh man, I'm dying right now. Oh my god. Oh, I got freaking tears in my eyes right now. Oh, whew. All right. So, anyways, guys, now that I had my dumbass moment of the stream, yeah, I wanted to say one other thing that I'm really excited to unbox since my chair's creaking again. God damn, I gotta do something with this chair. I gotta get a new chair. But something I am really excited about opening, and I was just going over it with the kiddo today or yesterday. I'm really excited to open this. I am really excited to open this. I forgot that I ordered this until I did my haul video. This is the Princess Lavender Miku, aka a unicorn Miku, and I want to open this and review it so badly, but I have to wait because I promised Gigi that we would review this together. So yeah, I'm very excited about that one. Whew. I am super excited about it. I think it's going to be a gorgeous Miku. I do have the Gundam Miku, which I know Neon Splash Kitty. I know, I think, isn't this, oh, I didn't even realize there was a first version of it. So the lavender version, this version that I have, isn't the first version. It's the reprint. Oh, I did not know that. So there was another color originally. See, I don't really do the Tenatol figures very much because they're a lot more expensive. But yeah, I'll have to check that. It's probably you. Like I said, you post so much that I'm like, I miss it sometimes. But I'm really excited about that. And I did get my. Okay, so I have the reprint. Okay, so she's a second version. All right. That's probably why it says lavender version down here. I bet the other version was straight pink pastel, right? She'll get the preview pictures. I always give her the preview pictures. No. So lore alert here. Neon is actually the friend of mine that I mention on stream sometimes. It's just this is a different name for her, so I didn't realize it was her. But she's my Maureen obsessed friend. Um, so so yeah, she's the one I tend to mention when we talk about Maureen because she has an awesome Maureen Kitagawa collection. I have friends that have amazing Miku collections that I'm jealous of. I have friends that have, again, my hero collections that I'm jealous of, but I have too many interests to stay laser focused on just one, unfortunately. Yeah, see, I always revisit. I'm a sucker for that. I revisit if I get new lighting, if I get new camera, if I get new this. I'll be like, ooh, I can redo this one. It'll look good, and so I'll redo everything. I revisit. I mean, we just talked about that last night. I think where I revisited a figure, new lighting, better camera, and it got an eighth of the views. So yeah, yeah, you got a lot of Mikus too. But yeah, so for the channel lore, yes, Neon Splash Kitty is actually my girl that I bring up from time to time when we talk about Marin and Marin Kitagawa and how awesome she is. But yeah, we've yeah. So shout out, she's you're actually in one of my lives, man. I cannot believe I didn't register that, so I feel like a dumbass. But let's shift over. We had some wild segues today. All right, we had some wild segues, and I definitely feel like a dumbass for it. But yeah, we got a couple of nerd things to talk about today. So we're gonna talk first about where should we start? Because none of it is the best news. All three of my stories this week that I highlighted are not the most fun topics. So I'm glad we had some fun and some laughs throughout this stream. So thanks. That was very much needed to kind of soften the blow for today's kind of three little topics. Well, one of them I'm kind of celebrating secretly. But should we talk about the Steam Deck? Should we talk about Fable and is it ever going to come out? Or should we talk about the death of Star Wars first? What do you think we should touch base on? These are topics that we can probably rip through and then talk about some more fun stuff after. Because I like to end the stream on a high note. I like to end on a happy note. So we'll try to power through some of these crappy topics. um, let's talk about that. All right, let's talk about the Steam Deck. All right, so we'll go over here. We're gonna go over here I'm gonna go over here to Polygon. I know Polygon's not the bastion of best news, right? They're a little bit better than IGN, I'm gonna say that. But let's talk a little bit about this. And with this Steam Deck update, right? So the Steam Deck has gone up a massive amount of money. So we're going to go over here to Polygon, right? I like the title of this. I do agree with this 100%. The best time to buy a video game console was 2 years ago. Steam Deck's price hike is a sign of the times. So obviously, and Steam Deck isn't even the best of the handheld consoles, guys. By a Lenovo Legion. Just my personal opinion. So let's read a little bit of this. I don't know. I'm gonna see how much word vomit they throw into this, but we'll see. We're gonna skip Continuing 2026's most dire trend, the video game hardware landscape became even more expensive this week. Valve announced that it is drastically raising the price of the Steam Deck, raising the 512 gig OLED model from $549 to $789. Without 512 gigs! You're going to install Call of Duty on it, and you're going to be done. Like, what? Oh, for almost $800. If you want a 1 terabyte model, you'll now have to shell out $949, a whopping $300 price increase. So for everybody who is shitting all over Sony for them raising their prices, I don't want to hear it anymore. All you PC eliters, all you freaking, all you guys that are just busy sniffing your own farts on your computer gaming, you got nowhere to talk now. You cannot talk anymore because your stuff is getting even more exponentially expensive than consoles. So just need to put that out there. Yes, the Asus ROG. I don't like the Xbox one, but the Asus allies are really good, and I think the best one is the Lenovo Legion Go, or the Go Pro. I think it is absolutely incredible. Does more on the Steam Deck, looks better than the Steam Deck, has more storage than the Steam Deck. It's ominous news for anyone who was hoping that Valve's upcoming Steam machine might be a cost-effective alternative to owning a full-on gaming PC. Newsflash, guys, it ain't gonna be cheap. The Steam Deck's price increase is eye-popping, but hardly surprising. If anything, Valve is late to the worst party ever. Xbox kicked things off last year by raising the price of all Series S and X models, bringing the standard Series X up to $650. Sony kept the ball rolling in March with PS5's price hikes that brought the Pro up to $900. Nintendo followed suit by raising the Switch 2 up to $500. And the price looks like a steal next to a Steam Deck. But a Switch 2 is just a janky freaking piece of hardware anyways, and we're going to wait for the Nintendo Switch 2 Pro, the Super Switch, whatever you want to call it. Right. Your Switch 2 isn't looking bad anymore. Yeah, my Switch 1 ain't looking bad anymore, alright? So they failed to mention in this article, that's one thing I do want to mention, right? They failed to mention that Xbox didn't just raise it once. We talked about this on the streams before. This is the third price hike that the Xboxes have had. Okay? The Switch has also had a second price hike, and it announced that we're having another one in September to try to get some more people to rush to buy the consoles. So, I'm going to just say it. Sony has been the most, let's just say Sony's been the most kind of dug in trying to not up their prices. And even they fell to it, okay? But again, Xbox did it 3 times. Nobody gave a crap because nobody's buying Xboxes, right? Nintendo did it. Nobody cared because you know what? It's Nintendo. Again, Nintendo is the Apple of consoles. They will buy whatever shit you shovel out there, and they're gonna love it. And that's just how Nintendo fans are. I'm a Nintendo fan too, and I finally put my foot down with the Switch 2. And Sony's done it. They did it, and it was a big deal. Why was it a big deal when Sony did it? Because, again, I say it all the time, when you're the top dog, when you're the one on top, you're gonna get, unfortunately, when all this shit falls down, you're gonna be the one it hits first. You're going to be the one it hits all the time. So when Sony does something, it's always in the crosshair. But when everyone else does it, it gets a little less pushback. So, again, just my 2 cents on that. What the heck is going on, Polygon says. Corporate greed would be the easy answer. It's a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B there. But it's a lot more complicated than that. The mess partially kicked off last year when President, of course, we can't have an article about price increases without mentioning the big bad orange man. We can't do it. Okay, they're going to talk about tariffs, I guarantee. Yes, right here. Donald Trump announced a wave of sweeping tariffs at heavily targeted countries known for manufacturing video game consoles. That hasn't exactly gone according to plan, but it has created a major degree of uncertainty for hardware makers that still lingers. Okay, the fact that we're still blaming tariffs now is crazy. It's not the tariffs. It's not the tariffs. Yes, they are going to at least address it. Good, but they had to get the tariff point out, and I understand that because the tariffs have been killing a lot of collectible hobbies. They have. At least they're going to go to the real problem. More pressing problem is AI. The price hikes are directly tied to a RAM crisis currently plaguing the computing industry. Not just RAM, it's the RAM, it's the graphics cards, it's the memory, it's everything. It's your storage, it's everything now. Everything is getting killed by this stupid AI bubble that needs to burst. There aren't a lot of memory manufacturers out there, and they could make a lot more money selling specialized parts for data centers rather than putting chips into consumer products. That triggered a RAM shortage, jacking the price of memory for both your average consumer and the companies making the game hardware. Thus, the price of consoles and handhelds, basically anything that uses RAM, is going to sky high to compensate. So I'm not going to go too much more into this article because they go on with like 90 paragraphs of dialogue, right? So basically, I knew they were going to mention tariffs, and they're always going to mention Donald Trump bad, Orange Man bad. They're always going to do that, right? They got to get their social credit, brownie points. But again, they mentioned the tariffs, and they did, thankfully, unlike IGN, they did specify it's not about the tariffs this time. IGN literally will hang on. It's the tariffs. It's the president's fault. All this is happening. No, actually, this time it's the data centers. It's AI. Blame that. It's the hardware. It's the manufacturing of the parts. All that is now going, just like that article on Polygon just said, and I give them credit for actually going into that. These companies are going, well, why am I going to make specialized chipsets for Sony and for Microsoft and for Nintendo and for Valve and for all these other little handhelds when I can just mass produce these heavy industry parts for data centers, and I can make a boatload of money because they're just going to deliver trucks of money to our corporate headquarters. So I get it. But I have to say, oh yeah, AI is making everything laid off. It's making workers get laid off. It's making everything get more expensive. Literally, companies are cutting back on help because it's getting too expensive to maintain things. It is 100%. The crazy part about that is, like I said, going to that title. That title is absolutely true. 2 years ago, you had everyone putting consoles on sale. You had all the computer components going on sale. Even up till last year, you could find some really, really good deals on consoles, on bundles, on PC stuff. I say it, one of my employees at work, he got a Lenovo Legion Go, really expensive, like the highest end one. And I think he paid $1,100 for it back then, and it came with a case, it came with a dock, it came with all kinds of stuff. And now, we talk about it at work all the time, now he said that actual unit has gone up $400 since he bought it in November. So again, it's not isolated to just anybody. My laptop right here that I'm on, I bought this thing on a whim because I wanted to start elevating my streaming. So I wanted to run through a computer. I bought this at Best Buy, and now it is $500 more since November than it was. So that's crazy. Usually with technology and hardware, you see it go down in price as the newer stuff comes out. This is one of the only times in my entire life of gaming and buying computer products and gaming products, this is one of the only times in my life of buying things that I've seen a trend. where the parts are going down in relevancy, but they're continuing to spike up in price. Normally, like you'd see with TVs and things like that, you'd see, oh, the older models, yeah, we're gonna put that on clearance. It's 60% off now, but we have the newer fancy model. And this is one of the only times I've seen it, at least this aggressively, to where consoles and computer game, people can say whatever they want about PC gaming. PC gaming is going to become too damn expensive to do. You're not even going to buy a PC anymore. So now, even with the advancement in technology and the better components that we're getting, the older stuff isn't going down in price. It's going up in price. And this is, I think, one of the first times I've ever seen that. I think we talked about it on a previous stream where this is the only time that hardware has continued to go up in price. Oh yeah, PC just graphics cards, the RAM, and now even the memory, like your storage, is insane. I've had this discussion here, on the streams before. When I bought my 2 terabyte hard drive expansion for my PS5, I got it at GameStop. And I remember I posted it because I ordered it for in-store pickup at like 3 o'clock in the morning. I ordered it so it would be ready the next morning. And I jumped on it because it was $150, right? And I locked in, I ordered it, in-store pickup. And when I got there to pick it up, and I posted a picture of it on the internet, on YouTube and Twitch or TikTok, and I posted it on Twitter and things like that, people were bitching me out and they were going, oh, you ripped the price tag off because you were lying about it. And I didn't know what they were talking about, but apparently that same day that I ordered my hard drive, the price went from $160 to $245 because of the huge increase in storage prices. If you have extra like components that you're not using, you can probably make some money off of them. I mean, I know you're not going to make premium price, but yeah, it's wild. It is wild because now, even like I said, the hard drive that I got from GameStop, and I was singing its praises. I'm like, you guys, Best Buy is going crazy for RAM. Amazon, it's crazy to buy it. Go to GameStop and buy yourself a GameStop hard drive for your PS5. Dude, that was only $150. And people are ripping me a new butthole. And they're like, no, it's not. I went there and it was $249. I went, dude, I just got it this morning. And from when I got it that morning to when the stores opened later on that afternoon, the price almost doubled on those 2 terabyte units. So was it a 2 terabyte or was it 1 terabyte? I forget. Wait, I forget which one it was. It was either the one or the two, but even still, it went from 150. I think it was 150, 149 to $245, and people were ripping me a new one. My extra computer pieces, because I changed a lot when I pre-built and changed things, never use the stuff. Yeah, if you have, I would look up to see what like the resale value of stuff is, especially if it's like all new components. You can probably sell things for a decent chunk of change now. I mean, especially if they're just sitting around. Or you can continue to sit on them while the AI bubble keeps going and everything keeps going up in price, and may wait it out and maybe sell it for even more money. Like, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. And now, like I said, I always argue with PC gamers because, like I said, I always say PC gamers are always sitting here sniffing their own farts, laughing at console people. I mean, I get it. Steam Deck, it's sold out. It's sold out of pre-orders, even with the $300 price increase. But again, PC people aren't immune to it. So it's, Steam players aren't immune to it. It's People are like, I can play all my Steam games for cheap. Well, now if you want to play your Steam games portably, it's pretty freaking expensive. You're better off just buying a laptop now. You know? So yeah, it's crazy. You know what? I don't even say I'm a fake PC gamer. I know I'm not a PC gamer anymore, but I did buy a nice gaming rig. I bought a great gaming laptop. It can run everything at full frames, full resolution, everything, but I don't ever game on it. I tried a couple of demos, but again, I don't buy digital games, so I use my computer to run my streams, and that's pretty much it. I know it's an expensive piece of hardware to just freaking run live streams through, but hey, you know what? Whatever, it works. Um, yeah, I'm the same way. I own a lot of my games. I buy all my games physically. I always say physical, we have to keep it. Oh, black market PC stuff, dude. That's I don't doubt it. That's going to be a huge thing in the rest of this year, I'm sure. I've heard like people are like robbing trucks and robbing shipments. I've seen videos of people like getting graphics cards they've ordered from like Amazon and things like that, and the boxes have already been cut open, and people are literally gutting the merch out. And I believe it because that happened with my PS5 Pro. I ordered a PS5 Pro right before the price increase, and I took my phone out right away and started recording because when I opened that box up, the seal was cut on the PS5 box, and I went, okay, alarms were going off. And I went, hold on. And I recorded me opening it. And I opened it. And sure enough, the top slot where your controller and stuff is, the controller was gone. So I had to email Best Buy. They were sold out of PS5 Pros now. And I said, hey, look, what can you guys do for me? The PlayStation itself, perfectly fine, brand new. It was still all taped up, all sealed. Nothing was wrong with it. Whoever opened it up just grabbed the first thing out of the top they could grab, which was the controller. The controllers are $80. So Best Buy actually gave me an $80 gift card and said buy another one. Hey, what's up, Baker? There's a lot of Hatsune Mikus here. Those are all the OG ones up there from Sega. Yeah. Actually, I think there's not a lot behind me. There's only a little bit. There's only those ones. What's going on? Do I ever worry about people robbing my collection? No, I don't. I mean, I got security in my house. I have extra insurance on my homeowner's insurance for if there is any loss of personal items. I think my loss of personal items is like $200,000 or something. I upped my policy, so if a fire happens or you know some disaster happens here, at least I get something. And then not only do I have security, but I'm next door. My next door neighbor has security up the wazoo that literally covers my whole vicinity. Like I had some guy roll up to my house and he was looking in my windows, and my neighbor's security system picked him up, and he messaged me and he was like, somebody's creeping around at your house. So I opened up my security cameras and went, what the hell's going on? So I talked to him through my cameras. I was like, bro, get the f off my property. And it turned out the guy actually mistook on the Zillow listing or whatever, his real estate listing. He thought my house was for sale. So he was trying to look at the house. And I was away on vacation, but thankfully my next door neighbors, and then the people on the other side of me are all military people. So they're all security up the wazoo too. So yeah, I'm in a pretty good spot. All my neighbors, we all yeah, so I'm never really worried about it. If people were really gonna try to walk out of my house and steal my collection, bro, it would make a scene and they would get caught instantly. Plus I live 3 minutes away from the police station. So like yeah. It's not the only way. It's not the only way to insure your collection. Oh no, I have cameras. I have cameras on both my entryways, pointing at my driveway, pointing at my garage, pointing at my entries. Yeah, I have all that stuff. And I don't live in like a bad neighborhood anyway. I just I actually got all the security cameras when my ex and I broke up. So that's when I got it. I never had security cameras or anything like that until then. When my ex and I broke up, I got security cameras. So yeah, that's what got me to do it. Now I'm glad I have them. Oh no, he actually was. I found out because I reported him. I reported to the police. I put it up on Facebook and like town forums and everything else. And one of my friends, funny enough, knew the guy. And she DM'd me and she's like, "Oh my god, that's one of my clients. I clean his house." She's like, "Let me reach out to him real quick." And she messaged him and he was like, "My daughter was looking at a house on that street and she sent me to go over there and they were supposed to be doing an open house." He goes, and there was no cars in the driveway, so I thought this was the house. And I'm like, okay, okay. Miraculously enough, one of my friends knew the guy. And she was like, "Look, he's a good guy." She's like, "No, he's an older man. He's not trying to break into your house." I was like, "All right, cool, cool, cool." But yeah, there's for the collectible stuff, there is collectibles insurance companies that you can go to. And it is not easy. It is a pain in the ass and they are very expensive. I don't know of many that are very reputable. I've heard a lot of horror stories, kind of like people when they get pet insurance, it's very iffy. So I can't endorse any kind of collector's insurance, but they like require full 360 photos of like every single thing in your collection, every single item itemized. If you have comic books, they want every single book itemized so they can ensure everything to a T to the proper value. And it's also how they jack up their prices too, because they're going to go, well, he has a comic book that's worth $10,000 in there. Oh my God, we're going to up his policy, you know. So with homeowners insurance, they can with homeowners insurance you can have loss of personal property and you can just up it, and as long as you have evidence to submit to your homeowners insurance, obviously, I mean, I've got my orders, I've got my receipts, I've got literally videos and photographs of freaking 9,000 different collectibles, so I mean, I'm pretty much covered there. I also have my spreadsheet, my comic collector live of all my documentation of all my comic collection, because I use Comic Collector Live when I used to collect comics to log all my collection. So I have an itemized collection of that. My video game collection, I use an app called Game Eye. Shout out to them. They are a completely free app. If you guys want to keep track of your gaming collection, it does consoles, games, it does even things like Skylanders and Toys to Life, all that stuff. Instruments, peripherals, it logs everything. I wonder if I can bring it up right here. Show you guys. Let's see. So if you look here, it actually brings up and it will show you like your whole games, systems, peripherals, toys to life, and you can even do print media. So you can go in and like it'll bring up your actual collection, right? And you can go in, you can scan it, and it has an actual barcode scanner. So you can scan all your games if they're in the case. And you can, boom, it'll just add them all. You can put brand new, manual, sealed, no manual, whatever. And it will change the value of each game, like their resale value and their value as they go. And then you can actually do a full-on report. It'll show you like, you know, for example, it'll show you, you know, by console, like all your games. It'll show you like how many games you have logged in, how many games actually exist on that platform, all kinds of stuff. It is a really handy ass app to have, and it's completely free. So not a sponsored thing, guys. If you do have game collections, check out Game Eye. It's amazing. It is an amazing app. I've been using it for a couple years. I've been logging all my collection. It literally tells you your entire, if you go to your report, it tells you the total value of your collection. It tells you everything. So it's very, very cool. Shout out to them for making such an awesome thing. It does Japanese region games, UK region, all the different regions. I have Japanese games that I've scanned into it, all that stuff. So, and then if you don't have the physical boxes to scan, you can manually search it up. You can type in whatever game you want, whatever console you want, whatever controller. It'll bring up all the peripherals, every controller, all that stuff. And if they don't have it, which I have not come across yet, you can submit it. I've had, actually, no, I lie. I have one video game that it couldn't find. So, pretty freaking good. Out of 1,500 games that I've logged so far, 1,300 games that I've logged so far, it's only missed one. So, very, very cool if you guys are looking, again, for a really good thing to organize your collection. So, I do have that for if, insurance needs to know, well, hey, okay, here's my gaming collection. I have photos of everything. I take photos of all the shelves and things like that. So, yeah, I don't know if the game insurance is worth it. I know it is very expensive, the collection insurance, and especially if you do have a massive amount of collectibles. I don't know. But, yeah, Neon Splash Kitty just said, too, I see a lot of collectors do ads about it. I used to see them a lot, and then a lot of the collectors that I do follow realized it was kind of a scam, because a couple of them have tried to use it, and it didn't really work out that well. So you have to really look into these collectible insurance companies and see how reputable they are. But the most important thing to look at is look for people who have actually, excuse me, who have actually gotten payouts. That's where I look. Because a lot of these companies, you can't find any information about payouts. How easy it was, how it was filing the claims. A lot of them just say, I insure my collectibles with this place. You should too, because they're a paid sponsor. So I would be very careful do your research if you're going to do something like that. But it's getting a little parched. But the best suggestion, and again, it is going to be a little bit harder to get your, collectibles insured by your homeowner's insurance, but the best way to do it is to just up the personal belongings loss on your homeowner's insurance if you have a homeowner's insurance, or on your renter's insurance if you rent an apartment or things like that. Just my 2 cents in what I've discovered, kind of looking through things. I actually want to up my policy a little bit more, but since insurance has been going up through the roof, and mine is going to go up even more now that I had the destruction in my living room. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to up it anymore. So, good little segue. That was definitely a I don't want to say a happier note, but that was definitely a good discussion to kind of bring us up from the depressing talks of console prices. Let's go back. I got a couple more things we could talk about, and we can go a little bit long. That I've noticed we've been going a little bit longer on these streams because we've been having some good chats going, so I don't mind it as long as we're socializing. Let's go and talk about something. It's gonna go very quickly, guys, because it's something that I don't know if anyone else gives a crap about it. I kind of don't, but it's something that's a very big deal. People got a little vocal about it. So let's, I'm going to get rid of this guy's freaking face. All right, let's go over here to the bastion of gaming media news, to IGN, because you can't spell ignorance without IGN. But they're doing something here. So Xbox delays Fable to 2027. So it can have the dedicated moment it deserves. Let's see what that means. So Xbox has announced a delay to its upcoming Fable reboot, which will now launch in February of 2027. Now, how long ago was this announced? Another Fable game? I feel like it's been like 100 years that we've been hearing about another Fable game. And maybe that's just me. But all my Xbox friends are always talking, they've always been talking, Fable's coming back, Fable's coming back, and it never comes back. First of all, the Fable games were not what they were advertised. They weren't that great. All right. They were the No Man's Sky thing where they promised a lot and didn't deliver on it. Where No Man's Sky eventually did deliver and exponentially more content. But Fable has been one of those games that as get a little bit too ambitious. I just word vomited. It's been a little too ambitious for the platforms it was made for, right? And it never really hit all the notes. So the long-awaited RPG had been due to launch this fall on PC, PS5, and Xbox, though Microsoft had not set a specific date for its arrival. Normally, when they do that, the game ain't ready yet. Now, due to Xbox's busy release schedule, a certain game named GTA 6, it's coming next year instead. I'll believe that when I see it. This year is packed with incredible games for Xbox players to enjoy, from Halo, the remake Evolved, Gears of War E-Day, and Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4. Modern Warfare 4. Did I say model? Yeah, I did. To Control Resonant, Star Wars Galactic Racer, and Grand Theft Auto 6. So, are any of those games RPGs? First question I have. Are any of those games RPGs? No. So what is Call of Duty, Gears of War, Halo Remake, Control, a Star Wars Racer, or Grand Theft Auto 6, if it does actually come out, have anything to do with an RPG? None of those games they listed are RPGs. And that's my biggest qualm with this claim. Is that they're like, well, there's a lot of other games, so our RPG isn't going to sell the shooter people. Well, most Call of Duty players aren't freaking lining up to buy RPGs anyways. They're playing Madden and freaking sitting in their parents' basement playing Call of Duty and freaking, yeah, Madden and FIFA. And like, those are the people who buy those yearly games. They're not waiting for Fable or any RPG. You know, I mean, there's probably some. But most of those audiences, the funniest part is all those games they name in this quote from, Xbox's social media. All those games are what we talked about in a previous stream about what Xbox used to be, where it used to tout itself as like this aggressive, masculine, shooter, manpower, like big muscle, burly men kind of, in your face platform. Like that's what Xbox was. We had Halo, we had Gears, it was all these games, we had Brute Force, all these games, these big burly dudes shooting the shit out of stuff, taking names, kicking ass. And that one, it's funny because they mentioned all those games are coming this year. It's like, yeah, we don't want to release Fable, guys, because I don't know. But you know what? Who's gonna buy Fable when it does come out? I don't know. And honestly, guys, GTA ain't coming out this year. It's not. We're gonna timestamp that. We're gonna see if I'm right. I don't think GTA is coming out this year. I just don't see it happening. But it might. So they continued on and said, in order to plan our game launches through the holidays in a way that works best for our players, we're moving Fable to February of 2027 so it can have the dedicated moment it deserves. We're excited to be giving players a major new look at Fable as well as our broader lineup at Xbox Game Showcase on June 7th. So we're going to take Fable and we're going to dump it in February. January, February dumps are usually not the best time for games. Look at Sony with the stupidity of always dropping Horizon games in February. They don't really do. February is not really a good time for games or for movies. Okay? It's really a slow point in the year for games and movies and everything else. It's one of those kind of pump and dump months where they just drop crap in there and go, hey guys, our game, yeah, February, go, buy. And then they'll go, our game didn't perform the way we wanted it to. And it's like, yeah, because you put it out in February. You put it out after the whole holiday rush is done. You put it out after everyone's holiday money is spent. Now people are going back to saving money for the big summer blockbusters. So it's like, I get a little nervous about the confidence a company has when they drop something in February. I don't know. That's just me. It's just something I've noticed over time, and it could be nothing. It could be something, but it could be nothing. So we're gonna get a look at it on June 7th. It's a couple days, maybe we'll react to that. I don't know. This news follows speculation last month that Microsoft had delayed Fable internally, something that the official Fable social media account stepped in to deny, pointing instead to its previously announced fall launch window. Giant Bomb reported last month that there had been concern at Microsoft about Fable potentially running up against the behemoth that is GTA 6, which now appears to be locked into its November 19th release date. I still don't think it's happening. I still don't. I will believe it when I see it. I just don't think GTA is coming. I think GTA, there's gonna be something that's gonna go, guys, we're gonna go to next year. I think it's happening. But we'll see. I'll say that I've heard Fable has been pushed internally. That doesn't mean it's coming out next year. Apparently, they're still trying to get it out this year, but they are worried about the launch of GTA 6. So, getting delayed beyond the release of GTA 6, that could push it to December, which might make it a prime candidate to get delayed to 2027. So while Xbox will have a lot of games coming out this year, that's one that there's still a big question mark around. And obviously, we proved it and they have announced. Yes. So Microsoft has many other release dates to solidify, such as Halo Campaign Evolved, Gears of War E-Day. Fans will undoubtedly get a clearer idea of the plans during the game showcase. Fable and Gears of War will definitely be there, and perhaps we'll see more of Clockwork Revolution, State of Decay 3, and maybe Hideo Kojima's OD, which, you know what? With what Kojima did with Death Stranding, I gotta say I'm a little bit jealous that we're getting a Xbox exclusive game. I might have to get that Game Pass for my PC. I don't know, but we'll see. So yeah, that's it for that one. I don't know. Do you guys even care about Fable? Does anyone care about Fable anymore? Is Fable even a thing? Like, I'm trying to remember if people cared about Fable when Fable came out. Like, I don't even know. Maybe that was just in my circles, but I don't remember people being like super excited. Let's see. So the last Fable game, oh my lord, was released in Fable 3 was 2010. That was even longer ago than I thought. So we're closing on 20 years since the last entry of this game. So I don't know how many people are still holding on for Fable. Like, I know 2K can throw GTA out once every 20 years, and people are going to scoop it up because they take 30 years to make a game. But again, you know, when you make one game every 20 years and you spend those 20 years remastering the games and using digital currency to bump up your sales, yeah, I mean, you're going to make an incredible game. But does anyone even give a crap about Fable? Like I said, the first 3 games they puffed their chest out and they got this bravado that these are going to be, oh my God, that's going to be world changing. Maybe I'll do all this stuff, and none of it really worked, right? It was like a Todd Howard speech, you know. It just works, guys. Like, it just didn't, though. It had a lot of great concepts, but they just didn't. They didn't go through with it, and it was probably due to the limitations. So I don't know. I don't really know if anyone gives a crap about Fable. Obviously, people are going to play it because it's going to be free on Game Pass. I always say that. Even the crappiest game is going to get played if it's free on your Game Pass. It's like Netflix, Disney Plus, Hulu, all these streaming services. Even the crappiest show is going to get some views. Because it's in your subscription. It's free. You're just sitting there one day and you're like, yeah, I need something on the background while I'm washing the clothes or doing the dishes or vacuuming or taking a dump. Yeah, okay. Just throw on, okay, random thing. They're going to go, oh my God, people are actually watching this. No, people are watching it in the background while they're picking their nose. Like I'm watching my kid play in the backyard. I got a show going on in there. Like so if it's free with your subscription, you're gonna probably go, oh yeah, I'll check that out. Fable, yeah, that might be a thing. I wasn't born when the last one came out, but yeah, I'll check it out. So that's the thing is in bringing back these old franchises. Like, does anyone really care about Fable anymore? I really don't know. I'm interested to see how it does. So, and speaking of seeing how things do, in my wellness check segment today, we're not going to do a game wellness check, although we probably should. Should we check? Should we do a wellness check on Marathon? Should, before we do the main thing, okay, yeah, it's hovering about the same as usually, about 10,000. All right, Marathon ain't doing too great still. All right, wellness check on Marathon. We'll get that out of the way here. We'll get that out of the way real quick. Marathon wellness check before we do our Disney wellness check. Not as bad as I thought right now. 10,000 right now. I actually was expecting about 4 or 5. So maybe Marathon got an uptick because people are trying to support Bungie now because they're worried about them closing. I don't know. I have a feeling we're going to see an announcement. Bungie's getting shut down next year. But 10,000. I mean, it's not bad. But yeah, okay. Enough about that. All right. Let's go to the real wellness check. And it's here! Star Wars, guys! Star Wars is saved! Star Wars is saved! Yay! Yay! No, it's not. Star Wars is dead and it's in the toilet. I don't care. Well deserved. Rest in peace, Star Wars. You put out ass product. You put out ass movies. You put out ass TV shows. You get what you deserve. And I've said this before, taking a declining show and turning it into a movie was the dumbest ass idea you could ever do if you wanted to get people's ass in the seats for Star Wars. Taking a season 4 of a freaking show that no one cared about after season 2 and making it a movie is not the way to bring people back to Star Wars. Taking a character that people are getting sick of. Everyone's got Pedro Pascal fatigue. The dude's in Everton. He's the most beta male bitch boy, soy boy thing I've ever seen. And he's only been good in one role that I've seen him in so far. And that was the movie with Nicolas Cage. Oh my God. I can't stand the guy. But this is what you're going to make a movie about? Let's go over here to Yahoo Entertainment, because they had a pretty decent article. Mandalorian and Grogu's massive box office crash makes it hard to break even. Let's talk about it. Star Wars The Mandalorian and Grogu, stupid ass name for a movie by the way, just hit a box office wall that no one saw coming. Actually, correction, Yahoo, you're dumbasses. Everybody saw this coming. Everybody with a functioning brain saw this coming, guys. Okay? I gotta make that point. Okay? The latest numbers reveal a sharp second weekend decline that could jeopardize the film path to profitability. Wah, wah. Was the new movie good? I don't know. I've heard nothing but garbage about it. I just heard it was a really long, boring Mandalorian episode. I refuse to give them money. Mandalorian and Grogu! Star Wars! Yay! It's back! No, it's not. It's dead. It's facing a steep box office decline in its second weekend, dropping nearly 70% from its opening weekend. The film earned an estimated $25 million on its second weekend, falling from its $81.6 million debut. The sharp decline raises further questions about whether the Star Wars spin-off can reach profitability during its theatrical run. Spoiler alert, guys, it's not going to. The second weekend performance also saw the film slip to third place at the domestic box office. Two horror films overtook Star Wars' entry, marking an unusual defeat for the franchise. It's not unusual. Star Wars has been in decline for a while. It sucks. The drop follows earlier concerns about the film's ability to generate enough revenue to break even at the box office. Those close to Disney decision-making have indicated the film needs between $500 and $600 million globally to land into the black. So in order for this movie to eke out profits, it needs to make $500 million. Fantastic Four barely made that. Superman barely made that last year. We saw that. Demon Slayer Infinity Castle, an anime movie, wiped the floor with those two movies. Okay? Just put in perspective. Let's continue on with this. The Mandalorian and Grogu currently sits at approximately $246.5 million worldwide after 2 weeks in theaters. The film still has a significant gap to close before reaching its break-even threshold. And that's one thing I can appreciate. I know there was some cringe in this article that I already called out. But this is Yahoo News, and unlike IGN, Polygon, Dexerto, all these other, slop-gobbling freaking cringe media outlets, they're being honest. Most of these other clickbait freaking places will put out Superman soars with $500 million, even though it needed $680 million to break even. Okay? This is at least giving you the reality, of things. That it needs to make X amount of dollars. And they're being honest. Most of these other sites will be like, Mandalorian and Grogu's made $250 million already. It's a success. Actually, it's not. So it's definitely a breath of fresh air to see an article actually talk about that. And actually say, no, it needs a crap load of money to break even. And that's the problem with a lot of these companies and a lot of these news outlets, these gaming journalists. They will give you these stupid clickbaity articles like Superman soars at the box office, Superman smashes expectations, Fantastic Four rises to this. And it's all like these, it made $300 million, but it needed twice that to break even. So it's very disingenuous, and I hate when they do that. So I always say I don't like IGN and Polygon and Dexerto and all those, and Kotaku especially. It's like the cancer of journalism. But a lot of those sites will do these stupid clickbaity things because they get access. At least this I can appreciate. They are saying some stupid stuff, but they're giving you actual numbers. So again, it sits at half of what it needs to break even. International numbers remain a persistent concern for the Jon Favreau directed film. The overseas gross currently makes up 44% of the worldwide total at $109.2 million. Comparable blockbusters typically split their earnings evenly between domestic and international markets. The relatively soft overseas performance could make reaching the upper $600 million break-even target particularly challenging for Disney. Now, just so everyone knows aware, they also don't get all of that box office split. So it might have made $109.2 million overseas. But they typically gain around 40% of that revenue after everyone takes their taxes, their fees, and things like that. And I'm saying on average because different countries have different thresholds. I think China pays out the least. So when you see a movie did very well in China, we don't get much of that money. I think it's 20%. I could be wrong. Hi, Gigi. What's up? Shout out Gigi Monstar in the chat. I'm going to say hi to you again in a minute, but we'll... Yeah, I got Gigi and Moshi in the chat. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. I got 2 Maring fans in the chat now. So we're gonna circle around to that now because this article is pretty much over anyways. But yeah, so here's the thing, man. And that's what I want to say. And I always say I like to end on a happier note. To me, it's a happier note because we're admitting defeat. That at some point now, Lucasfilm and Disney, they've got to admit defeat. They can't sit there and keep going, Star Wars is in a great place, because it's not. And it was the same thing with the sequel trilogy, those terrible, horrible, garbage, dumpster fire movies. It made billions of dollars. Sure, the first movie made $2 billion, but you look, the second movie made $1 billion, half the revenue. The third movie made under $1 billion. So again, it was very much diminishing returns. And we've been seeing that in a lot of these medias. Star Wars, Marvel, all that stuff. All these properties. And what is the singular thing? It's, well, not a singular thing. It's several things. It's obviously the horrible scripts, the horrible, productions themselves, the attacking of fans, the rage baiting to fans, all these other things. The way they try to put up a shield, basically, before the thing even launches, like they're doing with Supergirl right now. Supergirl's getting a lot of flack right now because they're already going into attack mode. They're going, people aren't going to like this movie, guys. And, oh, guess what? People hate it because it's a woman. No. Nobody hates female-led stuff. They don't. We hate badly written female stuff. You actually went earlier into the stream. You accidentally did. So yeah, G, just so you know, Neon Splash Kitty is actually Mochi. I was talking about her to her earlier in the stream. You missed it. It was pretty funny. So yeah. Our two Marine stands are here in the chat now, so that's awesome. But yeah, back to Star Wars. I'll try to power through this because man, I could talk all day about it. It is a constant decline where we see, and I make this comparison all the time, where we see anime and manga constantly on an uptick all the time. Manga and anime are on a freaking rocket trajectory up, whereas Western stuff, comic book movies, Star Wars, Doctor Who, these are all in a freaking spiral, a death spiral. What's going on, Oreo McFlurry? Dude, that's an awesome name, by the way. All of these things are in a huge decline, whereas anime and Eastern media is in a huge, just meteoric incline. So it's crazy to see all this stuff, right? She's actually not here. She's actually at school. So yeah, it's crazy to see it, but it's not unexpected. And people are acting like this is a surprise that Mandalorian and Grogu people aren't breaking down theater doors to go see it. No one was watching the show. Dude, they brought Jack Black and Lizzo in on the last season to try to drum up audiences. Nobody cared. I don't even know what that last season was about. It was trash. And they got a lot of us with the deep fake Luke Skywalker with the skin suit at the end of season 2. They should have just cast Sebastian Stan and let him be Luke Skywalker. I don't know why they didn't. Still the dumbest ass idea ever. I don't know. I think this is indicative of what Star Wars, what Disney, what Marvel, what Doctor Who, what all of some of my favorite media have become. And it's a sign. It is a decline, and it is in a death spiral. And if Western companies don't come and realize that, we're going to lose all of our favorite properties, and it is the unfortunate reality. And again, Mandalorian and Grogu, it's going to sell some plushies, but really, I don't think anyone buys. I think Grogu merge is done. No one cares about Baby Yoda anymore. I want to punt that damn puppet across the room every time I see it. it was kind of interesting. I was very fascinated. Season one of Mando, I'm like, where is this going to go? Where is this a clone of Yoda? Like, where is this going to go? I'm fascinated. We still don't know what the hell's going on with it. But we all believe it's going to lead to the horrible sequel trilogy where maybe it's Snoke or maybe it's how they resurrected the Emperor or whatever. You know, who cares? Does anybody care anymore? I don't think so. Even one of the biggest Star Wars channels that I love, Star Wars Theory. I love the guy. He's awesome, and I follow that Star Wars girl too. They're great channels. Knights of Melvin, another great channel. All these guys are like, dude, I don't know what to do anymore. You know, and they went from being channels where they praise Star Wars, they talk about lore, they do all these things, and now they're creating fan films and they're doing their own thing because modern Star Wars sucks. So Mandalorian and Grogu not doing too good. Disney's gonna need to do another live action animation remake or a Frozen 6, 7, and 8 or Toy Story 12. Like, they're gonna need to do something to generate some money, guys, because Marvel ain't doing it. Star Wars ain't doing it. Doctor Who sure as hell ain't doing it. So they gotta start leaning back on these live action remakes, guys. We're gonna see Frozen in space next. We're gonna see you know, Toy Story in the landfill. You know, like what do they do when they're in the landfills? You know, we're gonna see you know, maybe we'll get I don't know, maybe we'll get Moana Part 6. I don't know. We'll just keep churning those out, you know, and then we'll do the live action versions afterwards because that's the only thing they can do now. Oh my god, Mario Kart. Are you playing Mario Kart World or the good Mario Kart? Mario Kart 8 Deluxe? Or which Mario Kart is on the Switch? Mario Kart 8 or 9 Deluxe? It's one of the deluxe ones. You're talking about Disney failing is getting my adrenaline up. So again, it's a bad thing, but it's a good thing because you get what you deserve. Yeah, you didn't like the series either. You didn't like the series either. Blech. Mario Kart World. Blech. Sorry, make me gag. Just get Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. It's such a better game. Get Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. So much better than Mario Kart World. Get Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. It's 20 times better than Mario Kart World. Super Mario World, Super Mario Kart World. You're gonna play Tomodachi Life when you go? No, this one she is addicted to Tomodachi Life. I'm gonna erase all of her city while she's away. No, yeah. My Tomodachi Life copy has been taken. It's been taken. Oh my god! Play. I'm gonna keep calling you Neon Splash Kitty because it's such a cool name. I was gonna say Mochi, but no, Neon Splash Kitty. Seriously, download the demo for Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. It is so much fun. It is so much fun. The transforming between the flying and the boats and the carts to the world's actually changing as you're racing. Like it's so good. But yeah, those are all the topics I had to cover. We covered all of them. I went 30 minutes over, but we've been having some good chats. So I won't erase your city. I'm just kidding. Oh yeah, she kidnapped my copy of Tamagotchi Life. I still haven't played it, but she's got everybody. She's got Marin Kitagawa in her island. She's got Hatsune Miku, who's married to me in the game. Shout out. She got Gojo. She got Gojo from JJK. She's got Gito in her island. She's got what is that game? What is that show that you watch? Alien Stage. She got characters from that in it. I don't know Alien Stage, but it's something she's into a lot. She's got all those characters in it. Yeah, yeah, that's one of her topics. Yeah, she has topics. She has like Stray Kids as topics you can talk about. Uh, K-pop, all kinds of stuff. Dude, that game, I gotta tell you, like, like I said, a lot of people were really hyped on Pokopia, whatever, Pokopedia, Poco, I don't know, rip off of Dragon Quest Builders. But dude, Tamagotchi Life is where it's at. That game has so much customization to it. Like you literally can create whatever you want as long as you can draw it. Like it's awesome. You can draw little pets and make them follow you around. Like it's rad, man. It is really really rad. It's good. That's good. It's good. It's good. Again, positive topics to end the stream. It's great. Spy Kids. Spy? You mean the old Disney movies? Dude, Spy Kids was awesome. Or are you talking about Spy Family? Pokemon Pokopia. Yeah. No one talks about that game anymore. It kind of came and kind of fizzled out real quick because Tamagotchi Life came out. I think Tamagotchi Life stole all of Pokopia's thunder. I really do. Especially because it's available on the Switch 1. And then they'll re-release it and they'll put a Switch 2 version out and they'll sell it for $10 extra and people will buy it, you know. But yeah, that's a great game. I got some new games too. I got some new physical games. Well, they're gonna be in the haul video. They're gonna be in the haul video. So it's a very small haul. Like I said, I'm just making a little tiny. It's a tiny haul video. You guys already saw one of the figures. It was the Joker, but it's got again 4 Ichiban figures, 2 prize figures, a game statue, and some physical video games. So there's the kind of preview, but definitely some good stuff. And it'll probably be the last haul video for a while. Then I'll focus on opening all the things. So yeah, and I know Neon Splash Kitty knows a lot of my pre-orders because I show her a lot of the times, and of course I know the Gigi Monstar knows a lot of the pre-orders because well she makes them with me a lot of the times. But yeah, I did notify everyone that we are going to open this, and we're going to open this on stream together. Obviously, we're going to open this. We're going to do a video together for this one. But but Neon Splash Kitty notified me this isn't the first version. There was another version of this, so I wasn't aware of that. Um, I did see the Star Fox stuff. I didn't really look too much into it. I kind of like put it on and went, "Oh, okay, cool." Switch to. I don't really worry about it. You know, I kind of look at it and go, "Okay, cool. I won't own it." You know. So again, I didn't really react to it too much. It was just kind of okay. Yeah, I know. We got to make some videos. I know we're way behind on our videos. I know. Way behind on the videos. She has stacks and shelves like me of figures that she still has to unbox. So we have to get some time before after school gets out and record some more videos. But but yeah, man, we had some good topics today. Um, damn, I don't really have any other topics to talk about. So at the end of the stream, I always like to show the figures that we highlighted, which again this week was one short. So we'll go over them quick at the end here. Miku Monday, obviously, we went to the traveling Miku. I know it's autumn themed, but again, for the Memorial Day weekend kind of traveling period, I thought the traveling Miku fit. Plus, it was kind of cold up here at least during that weekend, so it fit. Very, very cute figure. If you do get it, make sure you secure that luggage in because if you don't, she will fall and she will break and we will be sad. No Two and Tuesday. There was a Waifu Wednesday of this rough take on Siri from Dark Horse. Again, the sculpt, costume, bing bang boom. The face from the side, the face from a distance looks good. When that face is up close, yeah, that's rough. That's rough. It's rough. It's rough. Wonky, janky eyes. Yeah. So it's like a Monet, you know. Keep it far away. Don't look too close at it. You got an awesome Siri piece for a very good price. Just don't look at her directly head on, up close. and you'll be happy with it. That's all I can say about that one. Again, I did get the comments about the janky eyes and stuff like that. So, Thursday, our pretty boy ninja, Reincarnated the Slime, of course, went to the Bandai Premium Soe, which I love. Again, I've already sang the praises of this 3 times on the stream. Might as well do it again. It's gorgeous, super cheap, about $25 to pick this one up, guys. If you want a badass Soe with the blades out, again, that's a cool highlight as well. This one is definitely worth checking out. And he doesn't need a big, obnoxious black base. He stands on his own 2 feet perfectly. Awesome one. Let me catch him on some chat real quick. Yeah, we know it was your birthday last week. We know it was your birthday last week, man. You stop talking about it. It was a week ago. Get out of here. I know she was supposed to be on stream with me actually that day, but her mom picked her up early, so we didn't get the stream. We were going to do the podcast together, but now that school's going to be getting out pretty soon, maybe we'll do an episode where there's the 2 of us are here on stream together, and we can bicker and banter together because those are always fun times. But we ended the week again. I've showed this one a lot already, guys. Figure Friday. I know it was a statue, not a figure. That still works. With the massive Apocalypse 1/10 Sentinel Battle Diorama from Iron Studios, guys. Such a freaking gorgeous piece. I adore it. I love all the Iron Studios stuff, and as I said earlier in the stream, I don't buy them as much anymore because they've doubled in price. The Spider-Man 1/10 scale ones go from $300 to $450 for the 1/10 Spider-Man and Venom. Way too expensive. Can't justify it anymore. Can't encourage it anymore. So I have tapped out. But the X-Men line were phenomenal. It made me want the other lines, but they're just too expensive now. I can't do it anymore. So I've stopped at the X-Men line. I do have 1 more X-Men I have to unbox. No. 4 more X-Men I have to unbox. I have Old Man Logan. I have Blob. I have Warpath. And I have one other one, and I forget what it is. But yeah, I have 4 or 5 of them, and then I actually have Iron Studios MCU pieces I still have to unbox. Black Widow, Red Skull, 2 different Iron Mans, another Thanos that I haven't unboxed. So I have a bunch of MCU ones I haven't unboxed either, but maybe we'll get around to those with the kiddo away on vacation. When she goes to visit her grandmother in a couple weeks, maybe I'll have more time to make videos. But yeah, those were all the figures that I highlighted this week. Again, I was 1 figure short. We don't need to do a collab. We can just do an actual video. Like, we're gonna do actual videos. Like, once the kiddo is out of school, we're gonna do a daddy-daughter episode of Caffeinated Collector, where we can talk about nerd stuff, and there'll be 2 of us on screen annoying you guys. So it'll be fun. So that's going to be coming in a couple of weeks, actually, because school gets out in a few weeks. So she'll be able to be here for the streams. Then her mom can pick her up after the streams. But she'll be here for the streams, and we're going to have to make some space over here. We'll kind of expand out a little bit, and there'll be 2 of us sitting here. And just kind of shooting the breeze about nerd stuff. So, yeah, she is massively into Needy Girl Overdose. So, yeah, she's super into that. I have still not gotten into it. I have to watch it, and I have to play it. So, I've heard great things. I've heard lots of great things. But I only have so much time in a day to play things and watch things and react to things and review things and record things and live stream things and do all the things and then do all the housework. Yep, she does. She does her own unboxings too. So actually, guys, Gigi Monstar has her own channel now. She does do her own unboxings over at her mom's place. So give her a follow over there too. When she's not with me, obviously, she does her solo videos. So, yeah, check out her channel as well. She has a couple of cool unboxings there. She's getting the hang of it. It's pretty awesome. Little proud dad moment. She does her own stuff too over there, so it's awesome. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we have really any other topics to talk about today, but this has been one hell of a stream, man. We've had the chat's been going, like I've been going, like it's been a good episode. It's been a good episode. Man, we're almost at episode 20. I've almost been doing this for 20 weeks already. Dude, time has been flying by. I feel like I just started doing this, like testing the waters with this, and it's already been almost 20 episodes, so pretty crazy. Yeah, so you have a lot of the adult figures. Like I said, I got rid of a lot of mine. I did. I sold a lot of mine to friends. I was just like, you guys like the naked stuff? Here, I got a bunch of it. Because we had collectible stores go out of business. I used to just buy a whole bunch of their stuff. And I'd be like, why do I have this? Why do I want this? I don't know. So I got rid of a lot of those. But I only have two naughty statues left. And they're from Ikitosen. And I will never get rid of them because Ikitosen stuff is very expensive. So they have the removable chesticle pieces. So yeah, so those are pretty cool. I still keep those though. But yeah, we all have trouble finding room for our figures. Lao Boys, GG Monstar, we all have trouble. It's the struggle. It is the struggle of being a collector. 100%. I feel that struggle. Literally just looking around this room right now. Not only of the out of box stuff in the shelves, but the actual stuff in boxes is the most terrifying part because it's like, where am I going to put all of these? So I understand that. I understand the struggle is real, guys. Especially because I got rid of my storage unit, and now my storage unit is one of my spare rooms in my basement. So all my boxes for all my collectibles are stacked floor to ceiling in a 20 by 30 room in my basement. So that could be a collectibles room, but it's not. But the struggle is real, guys. The struggle is real. That's why we do it. That's why we do what we do. That's why we collect. We love it. It's not a hoarding thing. It's a passion thing. I always tell people that. People are like, don't you collectors feel like hoarders? No, it's not a hoarding thing. It's a passion thing. Like I said, I don't make money doing this. I do it because I love doing it. I buy statues and collectibles because I love the characters, you know. But I know people have certain characters they love and shrines to their certain characters. But I like to mix it up a lot. I like the variety. It spices things up. I've got my bunny girls. I've got my Mikus. I've got all my Kotobukias. I've got my Iron Studios with my comic book guys. You know, I've got a very good mix, I think. But oh yeah, yeah, she just got the auto and she got the buy cute Reza. Yep. See, I haven't done Nendoroids. Nendoroids terrify me. Nendoroids do terrify me. And that is the thing too. Yes, what Neon Splash Kitty, I freaking love that name. What she said, it's 100% true. Buying your figures and buying your collectibles and supporting, your favorite fandoms is kind of what keeps it going. And if you stop buying things, I mean, it's not that you don't like the stuff anymore, you don't support it. I get it, stuff's expensive. But anime merch fans are becoming one of the biggest collectible groups now. They are the biggest collectible purchasers. Maybe behind Funko and Pokemon, maybe, but anime in general has become the big thing, right? Because anime people, anime nerds, say what you want about nerds, they get money, and they like to spend their money, and they like to spend their money on what they like. That's why, not to get into dating stuff, but that's why a lot of girls tend to use nerd guys because they have disposable income. But yes, we know. You are a Marine obsessive. We know that. We know that. I know. You have an awesome, awesome collection. I am jealous. Like I said, there are some Miku collectors I'm jealous of. There are some Marine collectors I am jealous of. One of them is over here in the chat. And there are some expensive statue collectors that I'm jealous of their collections, right? But it happens. Man, if I made that kind of money, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. Gigi actually went to a Miku concert last, I think it was, right? Yeah. Yep, she went to the Miku Expo. I was gonna go to it too, but I ended up not being able to go. I had to cancel out. I had tickets, but I had to cancel out. So I missed Miku Expo, but Gigi went. The kiddo went to Miku Expo. But yeah, I was supposed to go, but I'll go to the next one. Yeah, I know. You got all expenses paid for Japan. You're lucky. I just talked about that. I was supposed to go to Japan. Last week was the trip that I was supposed to go on. I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous seeing everyone post from Japan. I'm like, man, I should have been with all those people from the YouTube channel. I should have been over there. But I didn't. I missed out. I waited too long to order the tickets and get it tickets sold, and then the tickets all sold out. So next time one comes up, I will jump on the opportunity when it comes up. So maybe next year. Maybe next year. $200 to go to Japan? That's it, bro. You need to DM me your travel agent because, dude, I hook me up. I'll go to Japan for man. I'll go every other week. Damn, I would do that. Oh my god, sounds amazing. And I'll be going. I'll be going eventually. But but trying to see if there's anything else. We got nothing else for topics really. We do have again. I'm gonna try. I don't know. The stream went longer than I thought it was gonna go today, but in about 2.5 hours, 2 hours and 45 minutes. I'm gonna try to jump on live again at about 4:30 to do a live reaction to the Sony State of Play for all the new game announcements. That's gonna go on at 5 p.m. So I'm gonna try to start a little bit early, at about 4:30. See if we can get chat going. Maybe we can all make some predictions. We can chat a little bit about what we want to see, what we're hoping to see, what kind of disappointments we might end up seeing, what we won't probably see. And try to just get things going. So maybe if we get it going and no one's really interested, no one's really popping in, I'll probably just X out of the stream. I don't know, but we'll see. So I don't want to go too much longer because I'm obviously going to come back in 2.5 hours. So I gotta go. I gotta go eat. I gotta go finish filming my video so I can edit it and get it posted for tomorrow for you guys. Um, this has been an awesome stream. This has been so much fun today. We had some good topics. We had some good chats, and yeah, this was awesome. So there's been a lot of you coming in chat. I got a couple of new subscribers today. That's cool too. I appreciate the new followers. That's going to be it. I'm going to end it today. But just so you guys know, No gaming stream tomorrow. I know I usually do Wednesday streams, but I'm axing out the Wednesday gaming stream so I have more time to make videos. So we're gonna do no game streams tomorrow. There's gonna be gaming stream on Thursday, gaming stream on Friday. So gonna probably do the new NTE update and then Bioshock as well because we've been having one hell of a time going back to Rapture and playing Bioshock again. God damn, that game is so good. Very, very, very happy I just randomly picked that game up off the shelf and said, let's go revisit Bioshock because wow, that game is so much fun. And it has not aged poorly at all. It is such a good game. So if you have not played Bioshock ever, go back and play it. It's so good. They don't make games like this anymore. It's very rare that they do. So we're going to be doing the Bioshock. Probably going to go through to the end of it. And again, the new NTE update happens. I have not streamed it since the day it came out because people didn't really care. They said this game's kind of trash. But I'm probably going to stream the new update and see where it goes. So we'll see. And then, yeah, we'll be back to our regular scheduled content. So shorts and reels and all the good stuff every day. Well, 5 of these. And then, again, new video tomorrow with the haul. I have a new unboxing video that I'm going to film tomorrow so I can send the photos to somebody of the figure who's in the chat to see if it's worth her buying or not. And I am going to be doing another episode of Prize Figure Face Off. Will be returning on Friday. I've been trying to do them every other Friday. I think doing it every Friday is a little too much, but if you guys want me to do a weekly one, I have enough figures to do it. I'll keep trying to do it weekly, but I'm trying to do it every other week. So this week will be Prize Figure Face Off. I don't know, guys. What do you think? Should I do Miku? Should I do My Dress Up Darling? Should I do My Hero Academia? Again, that one was really popular. That one was good. ReZero? Should I Random Bunny Girls? I've got so much stuff I can use. I'm wondering what I should do, you know. But you're gonna play NT when you get home, yeah, because the update happens today, I think. So I'm gonna hold off. I'll do my logins, but I'm not gonna do any of the content until it's time to stream. But yeah, so I don't know. We'll see what I decide to pick for a prize figure face off. It might be a battle of bunny girls. I might just pick 2 of my bunny girls, my Buy Cutes, and do it. Or maybe we'll do a Buy Cute Dart face off with some of the quintessential quintuplets because I got 2 of their Buy Cute Darks. So maybe we'll do a face off against sisters, little sibling. All right, My Dress Up Darling. All right. Maybe we'll do a Marine face off. Maybe we'll do a Marine versus Marine. See if I have the same costumes. I do have pairs. I do have her and Juju. A couple more pairings, so we'll see. I do play Zenless Zone Zero on stream. You were in the last stream where I screwed up and thought I was still pulling for Promia. And it was Billy. But we finished all the stories, so I got no new content to do yet. The ending was amazing. All the ending that happened for the new Zenless update, it was freaking awesome. Which I had to clip that because that was fantastic. But yeah, I don't know. We'll figure out what I'm gonna do. I don't have a maid outfit Marine to do yet. I do have the Black Lily, Black Lobelia duo, so we can do those, her and Juju against each other again. Because I did that with the Celestial Vivi series as well. So maybe we'll do not a Marine versus Marine, but maybe we'll do Marine versus Juju. So we'll see. But Microsoft Darling seems to be the thing, so we'll do another Microsoft Darling face-off this Friday. So I will give you guys a peek once I get the thumbnail done, and you guys can see which of the ladies of Microsoft Darling are going to go head-to-head. I'm still waiting for my Buy Cute Dark Maureen, and then I'm going to do Pure versus Dark. That's going to be a great one. But that's going to be it, guys. So thank you to everyone that came in and chatted. Chat has been awesome today. Thank you to everyone who came in to lurk. I know you lurkers are in there. I see you guys. I appreciate you guys too. Thanks to everyone again on YouTube. Thanks to the bots that have been coming in on Twitch. Whatever. Sure, it's Twitch. Whatever, it's views. And thanks to guys that watch these VODs afterwards, dude. The VODs have been doing really good. I've been getting some good feedback. So, yeah, you guys have been watching these and coming through. So, thank you guys so much. Again, I appreciate it. Don't forget, 4:30 p.m. Eastern, we're going to react today to the Sony State of Play. If I can get the stream working right. So, fingers crossed. We're going to try to do a live reaction to that. So, if you guys are around, come in, watch some clips, watch some video games, and chat, see what we like, what we didn't like. But that's going to be it for now. Again, I got some food to eat. Some more stuff I got to get done because I got to stream again, and then I got to go to work afterwards. So that's going to be it, guys. Thank you again. Don't forget, follow on all the social medias. I don't care about women-led games and all that, those cringy freaking platforms. We don't do those. We don't do those now, boys. Anything that has a specific, anything that isolates a specific type of creative, I don't care. I check out. Because that's just a pandering kind of nonsense thing to me. I don't care. If you have, hey, we have a role-playing game highlight, we have a indie game panel, we have a this panel, great. But when it's like women-led games, neurodivergent-led game development, this and that, the other thing, X, Y, and Z in gaming, I don't care. I don't care. Call me right-wing extremist or whatever you want for saying that, but like, I don't care about any of that stuff. It's the same way when I go to conventions, man. All the panels, when I see panels at conventions, and it's like X, Y, and this in the space, and this in the space, and this type of person in the space, or, you know, any of that stuff, I just go, all right, this is going to be something that's going to preach at me. I don't really care. I don't want to be preached at. I just want cool stuff, cool games, cool collectibles. I don't care who the hell makes it. I don't care what their race is. I don't care what their gender is. I don't give a shit what their pronouns are. I don't care where they come from, who their sisters, their cousins, their uncles are. I don't care. You make good stuff, and that's what I want to hear about. I don't need to hear all that stuff. And when you lead with that, I check out. Final rant of the day. I had to end on a rant. You had to get me going, loud boys. I'm ending it before I go on a really long tangent. That's going to be it. Again, thank you again for coming in. Sorry about the rant. I had to get one more in. I will see you all later on today if you pop in for it. And if not, again, make sure to check out the new video tomorrow, another new haul, and back for more gaming streams on Thursday and Friday. So thank you guys again for coming in. I will see you all in the next one. Don't forget to follow Gigi Monstar and doing her reviews. Kiddo's got some good reviews. That's it. See y'all later.